no rush, but now it's maybe progressed to it. I think he's probably going to help us this year. So it's something gets me very, very, I'm very optimistic about what he could do for us this year.
So exciting. Jason Light, thank you for the time. Appreciate it. That's Building the Bucks. We'll have more on the Audubell Hearing Center's pregame show. This is the Buccaneers Radio Network.
What the University of South Florida has accomplished in just 70 years is unprecedented. The medical school ranked among America's top 16, a research powerhouse in cybersecurity, business, engineering, and healthcare. A driving force behind the rise of Tampa Bay. And soon, the future home of an on-campus stadium. USF has earned its place among the nation's top institutions.
Our time is now.
NFL fans, when it's time to get Buccaneers tickets, you can tackle game day with total certainty with Ticketmaster. With 100% verified tickets available all season long, you can count on getting in with ease and spend time focusing on the good stuff. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, you can still score seats. Want to meet up inside the stadium with your crew? Transferring your tickets is an easy handoff. So get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Buccaneers.
Winning doesn't happen by accident. It takes a playbook, one that works when the pressure's on. For 35 years, Morgan & Morgan has been that playbook for the injured, recovering more than $35 billion for our clients. This season, we're proud to partner with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, because in football and in the courtroom, the right playbook gets results. Morgan & Morgan, official personal injury law firm partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Injured? Dial #law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you. Office is Tampa.
Ready to score big with Circle K and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? The Inner Circle app from Circle K puts you in the game. Unlock awesome rewards and epic savings. Sign up now and save 25 cents per gallon on your first 5 fill-ups. Plus, grab exclusive Bucks perks and instant deals on snacks and drinks. Circle K and the Bucks, where loyalty meets legendary. Better together. Inner Circle and the Circle K app. Get the new Circle K app. Track your Inner Circle fuel savings, offers, and clubs. Download the Inner Circle app and join the winning team today.
The Bucks and the Kansas City Chiefs. Right here on the flagship home of your Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 98 Rock. 98 Rock.
Let's dominate tonight. Let's go get it.
The Audubell Hearing Center's pregame show has a cut above the rest. Now, Bucks team reporter Casey Phillips.
Casey Phillips here with Bauer Sharp. How's it felt now? Rookie minicamp down, OTAs, you've even got a preseason game under your belt. How have you felt the progression in just those few months already?
Yeah, I'd say it's definitely slowed down a lot when it comes to like offensive scheme. You know, that comes from just the work I've put in, studying-wise, the playbook for sure. But just getting ready to go with these guys, going to war with these guys, I can't wait.
For people who don't know the background of your story as much, tell them a bit about your college and position changes and therefore why that's a big deal for you to have the playbook down the way you do.
Yeah, so I had one offer at a high school to play college as a quarterback, and I went to an FCS school, Southeast Louisiana. I knew I was kind of bigger, meant for something bigger, and so I trusted my instinct, go to tight end with the help of my coaches. So just kind of speaks to testament how good the Lord is to where I'm at today for sure.
And what are the specific things that you feel like you've really needed to work on and improve on in the tight end area with, refining some of those little skills?
Yeah. I would just say just knowing everything as a scheme when it comes to the run game, just kind of understanding that. But, these coaches are doing a great job, so I'm just picking up well day by day for sure.
We're talking to Bauer Sharp. What are the things they've said they want to see from you in these last couple preseason games and another round of joint practices that you feel like you're going to be honing in on?
Yeah, just the little details when it comes to the game. It goes along for everyone. But, we're talking about offense, but along with special teams, too. I got to put my head down and go to work on special teams for Danny. And, I'm doing my best to do that, so.
And we know Zach Robinson, he likes using tight ends in some interesting ways. What are the things you feel like he could bring out in you and just what you like about him potentially being the offensive coordinator for you?
Yeah, he's been awesome from the day I've gotten here to me as well as everyone here. Anything he calls, I'm trying to put my head down and go put the best foot forward for this team, for him, for Baker, for everyone on this offense. So that's kind of the plan going forward.
And then what's the challenge about having to be catching passes from a lot of different quarterbacks potentially, too, that you're wanting to build chemistry with guys like Baker? You're also going with some of the other guys. What's that been like to try to be ready for whoever's going to be the one throwing you the ball?
It doesn't really matter. If the ball's up in the air, it's mine. It's kind of my mindset, my motto. Each and every day I step on the field and in the game for sure.
And then finally, this will be your first time actually getting to run out for a Bucs home game. That you had a road game the first time to get that feel of what it would feel like on an NFL Sunday. What have you pictured for that? What are you looking forward to with that in mind?
Oh, I'm just going to take it all in. It's kind of awesome to step out in Raymond James for the first time with these guys. So I'm looking forward to it for sure.
Well, thanks so much and good luck in the game.
Appreciate you.
The Audubell Hearing Center's pregame show continues after this timeout.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew. Anna, what says summer to you?
Sunshine, road trips, camping.
And?
Ford being #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands according to J.D. Power.
And?
And low APR offers with Ford credit financing on a select lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs.
My kind of summer.
For APR offer information, visit Ford.com or your local Ford dealer. For J.D. Power 2026 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2026 model year.
Power Design is a design-build multi-trade contractor specializing in electrical, mechanical, plumbing, and systems technologies. Since 1989, they've helped shape projects across the nation through a people-first approach to construction. With job sites coast to coast, Power Design is looking for top-notch talent ready to build something bigger. Visit powerdesigninc.us/careers. Power Design. Careers and skylines built here.
You want to know what time it is? Time to play some football.
The Audubell Hearing Center's pregame show continues with 5 things to look for in the game. Here again are Pat Donovan and Ronnie Lane.
5 things to look for, Pat. What are you looking for first?
Well, for starters, the starters. Todd Bowles said a week ago after last Friday night's preseason opener that we should see the healthy starters tonight in the Buccaneers' lone home preseason game. Bowles later suggested we could see the starters between 8 and 15 snaps, depending on the flow of the game. Considering they likely won't go in the preseason finale a week from now, tonight could be the only opportunity to see the team's key starters before the opener in Cincinnati.
Baker Mayfield. For many Buccaneers fans, it feels as if they haven't seen the Buccaneers starting quarterback, Baker, since about a midway point of last season. His mounting injuries were part of a late-season slide that saw the Bucs quarterback look like a shell of the player who was being talked about as an MVP candidate earlier in the season. Mayfield's ability to stay healthy and run new offensive coordinator Zach Robinson's offense will be key to the Bucs' success, and Mayfield getting the kind of contract he's looking for after the season.
And Bucs fans can't wait to see Reuben Bain Jr. from the moment Reuben Bain Jr. snatched that draft cap with the kind of ferocity he snatched college quarterbacks with. Buccaneer fans have been enamored with the first-round pick out of Miami, who's expected to help turn around a pass rush unit, which hasn't been considered ferocious since Shaq Barrett and Jason Pierre-Paul were getting after the quarterback. If Bain, Al-Qadim Muhammad, and David Walker can help Yaya Diaby get that unit on track, it will change the effectiveness of the entire Buccaneers defense entirely.
Kenny Gainwell, while he's listed as Bucky's backup at running back, it seems certain that new Buccaneers running back Kenny Gainwell is expected to become a big part of the offense. So it's unlikely he'll see many more, if any more, snaps than the starters tonight. From pass catching to pass protection, Gainwell should do a great job of filling in the gaps left by the departure of Rachaad White this offseason. While Zach Robinson is unlikely to show any of the creative play calling which he's hinted at, where we'll see both Irving and Gainwell on the field together before the regular season, tonight will be the first time Bucs fans get a look at their new tailback.
And finally, we'll be looking for good health. While several Buccaneers have missed practices and have been dinged up during training camp, unlike many teams around the league, the Buccaneers have been pretty fortunate during training camp in their first preseason game, as they've yet to suffer a catastrophic injury. The most important thing we'll see tonight is for that streak of mostly good luck on the injury front to continue.
That's your 5 things to look for. We'll have more on the Audubell Hearing Center's pregame show. This is the Buccaneers Radio Network.
Oh, hey, Sarah, did you hear my daughter Katie got Camper of the Week?
That's a big deal.
We got a big deal, too. Right, Mom?
Honey, shh.
What's that?
Okay, that Hyundai Santa Fe, I only paid...
Nice.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days, or 1.9% APR for 72 months on the Hyundai Tucson, Tucson Plug-in Hybrid, Santa Fe, or Santa Fe Hybrid. During the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Offers end September 8th. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Looking for top-tier landscape and exterior maintenance? Pine Lake Companies has you covered. With over 25 years of experience working with builders, architects, and property owners, Pine Lake Companies handles everything from landscape design and construction to ongoing maintenance and enhancements. Join our fast-paced team. We're always hiring. Pine Lake Companies, where expertise meets excellence in landscaping. Visit PineLakeLLC.com and let's grow together.
Ah, the sweet sounds of the season. Are you ready, Tampa Bay? This is our house. Let's do this. Through the sizzling summer heat, the Bucs are gearing up for football season, but not without the most accurate weather forecast from News Channel 8. And Tristan Wirfs agrees.
I trust Max Defender 8.
Trust the forecast the Bucs trust. So we're all ready for the sweetest sound of the season.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay!
Max Defender 8 on News Channel 8, your official Bucs station.
You got to make pain, walk the plank. That's right, the Joint Chiropractic. That's the official chiropractor of the Buccaneers. I love them. They got 24 locations, open 7 days a week, no appointments needed. Visits are 5 to 10 minutes. $29 new patient special consultation exam and adjustment. That's thejoint.com. And if you think aches and pains are just part of getting older, you need to go to thejoint.com. Because it's not. You don't have to feel bad anymore. You don't. Matter of fact, I can't wait for you to start feeling good again. Make pain, walk the plank. With the official chiropractor of the Buccaneers, thejoint.com.
The Tampa Bay Bucs versus the Kansas City Chiefs.
The time is now. We got no time to waste.
On 98 Rock. This is the Audubell Hearing Center's pregame show. Will the weather have an effect on the game? Let's go down to the field.
Well, Rachel West here, and we're down at field level as the Bucs get ready to kick off against the Chiefs in this very first preseason game of the season in 2026. Weather conditions about as perfect as you can ask for right now. There's a nice breeze down here on the field. It's honestly not too hot. I was very prepared to come on here and say it's a little sticky and muggy out here, but not the case at all. Perfect football conditions. Chance of rain, only looking at about 5% later on in the night, so hopefully we can steer clear of all of that and get a nice game in here for everyone. As far as the field goal goes, this obviously is the first game of the season here, so field condition not going to be any better than what we're looking at right now. As this team comes out on the field, we'll wrap this up, so that is your weather and field conditions. The kickoff with Tony Cashicone and Dave Moore coming up after this timeout.
Whether it's training day, game day,
40-pointer block, 45 still going.
or recovery day, Advent Health keeps you ready for every day and for everything that makes you feel whole. Advent Health, exclusive hospital of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This has been the Audubell Hearing Center's pregame show. Audubell Hearing Centers, better hearing through professional care. Tampa Bay Buccaneers 2026 season.
Preseason game 2.
You know, a lot of young guys got to play for the first time under the lights and with referees and live bullets. Put their little jitters in the first half. They came back out and settled down, and they closed the game out, and they started communicating. I thought they played decent in the second half.
The Bucs are off and running, opening the preseason with a 24-16 win over the New York Jets. And even though it's only preseason, a few players definitely made some noise. The biggest undrafted quarterback, Jalen Daniels.
I thought he was very poised. He went in relaxed.
Daniels to throw downfield. Got his man Green across midfield. The 45-40 carries a Jet to the 37-yard line.
We knew he could make off-schedule plays out of the pocket, but he played very confident in the pocket. He made the right reads. He zipped some throws in there. I thought he played very well.
He went 10 of 15 for 111 yards, added 9 yards rushing, and a touchdown.
Snap to Daniels, goes behind the right guard, tries to lean his way in, 2 arms up, touchdown.
And look composed, confident, and in control. Not a bad way to start a campaign for a job, because the battle isn't for the starting QB spot. Baker Mayfield has that locked down. This is about who gets to be Baker's backup.
Today was all about seeing who can play and who wants to do it and who can do it.
But Daniels just made this competition a whole lot more interesting. On defense, the Bucs got some much-needed juice up front. Elijah Roberts, Jacoby Runyon, and rookie Jack Pyburn all made plays in the pass rush.
Pressure coming, gets grabbed and brought to the ground back at the 30-yard line. A huge sack by Jack Pyburn.
I thought they showed up and did a great job. Pyburn did a very good job and had 2 sacks in there. And I thought the pressure in the second half, when we needed to have it, was pretty good.
A good sign for a defense looking for more pressure. And then Aiden Garnes provided the highlight of the night.
Zappy out of the shotgun, takes a snap, drops all the way back to the 28-yard line, zips it over the middle. It's picked off. Intercepted Tampa Bay. It's Aiden Garnes across the 30, 25-20. Garnes left sideline. Garnes is in. Touchdown Tampa Bay. A pick 6 for the rookie.
Seen a crease and took it to the house. I was exhausted, but took it to the house and put the hearts up to my family.
You know, we knew he could cover. That was the biggest thing about missing tackles. We were worried about. He missed one early, but he came back with a pick. He doesn't carry plays. The next play, he forgets about it like a good corner should do, so he's getting better every week.
One game down, and already some players are making their case. The Bucs aren't just evaluating players.
It was about who can play, who wants to do it. Let's see what guys do under the lights, and we'll start narrowing it down from there.
They're watching to see who wants a job. Game 2 of the preseason is up next. Live from Raymond James Stadium, Buccaneers, Chiefs. Now the voice of the Buccaneers, Tony Castricone.
First home game of the year, Raymond James Stadium. How great is this? Our only preseason game at home. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers 1-0 in the preseason, taking on the Chiefs of Kansas City, who are off to an 0-1 start after a loss to the LA Rams a week ago. 20-12 was the score. It's time now for the coin toss. It's brought to you by Circle K. As special teamers making their way out there for the Bucs, it's Chase McLaughlin and Riley Dixon shaking hands with their counterparts for Kansas City ahead of the coin toss. Brad Allen, our referee today. Coin toss brought to you by Circle K. Join Inner Circle.
Good evening, gentlemen. Welcome to preseason week 2. We got heads and tails. I need your option, heads or tails?
Heads.
The call is heads. And it is heads. You won the toss. You want to receive. In which direction will you kick? Kansas City will receive. Good luck, gentlemen.
Buccaneers will be kicking from right to left, and that was the coin toss brought to you by Circle K. Join Inner Circle, Circle K's free rewards program where everyone receives 25 cents per gallon off your first 5 fill-ups. Circle K, the official convenience store of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Starting lineup time is brought to you by Advent Health. Whether you're in the stands or on the field or celebrating with your greatest fan, Advent Health makes sure that you're ready for game day and every day. Feel whole with Advent Health, the exclusive hospital of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Chiefs will be on offense, so Tampa Bay be on defense with Kalijah Cansey, Ashawn Robinson up front. We'll see Nacho at the nose tackle position, no Vita Vea tonight. Yaya Diaby coming off of one edge, Ruben Bain, the rookie, off another, Servassier Dennis, Alex Anzalone we expect to be in the starting lineup. Zion McCullum will play tonight. He and Jacob Parrish off the corners. Antoine Winfield and Tyke Smith are the safeties. So Chase McLaughlin squeezing the ball at the 35-yard line, getting ready to place it on the tee. And kick it away to Kansas City. The Chiefs will be on offense first. Regular season series is tied 8-8 all time. 16 meetings in the regular season between these two. Buccaneers out there in the red tops, the white bottoms, and the pewter helmets. Time for the opening kickoff, brought to you by Beef O'Brady's. Beef O'Brady's, where game time meets family time meets deal time. See you at Beef's. Nico Remigio and Brashard Smith back to return, and they'll field it in the end zone for a touchback, and Kansas City will bring the ball out to the 35-yard line. So, interesting. We've seen Chase go ahead and smack that thing into the end zone here.
Yeah, I don't know that he was intentionally trying to do it. He hit it kind of more solid and didn't get underneath like he normally would, but this is going to be our first opportunity to take a look at Ruben Bain lined up at that left outside rush position.
Can't wait to see the rookie out of Miami. Picked 15th overall in the first round. They'll go with Justin Fields as quarterback, and the handoff goes left side of the line. Kalijah Cansey jumps right on the running back and hugs him to the ground for a short gain of 2 on the play. They ran it off left tackle. Kenneth Walker, the third Super Bowl champion for the Seattle Seahawks last year, now a Chief.
Yeah, really a nice job up front. And Elijah Cansey is one of those guys that can be a game changer. He's just got to be able to stay healthy. He's a guy that has a unique talents, and, you know, if he can be in there consistently, he's going to make a big difference.
Nacho right over the nose of the football as Fields goes under center. Walker in the backfield, split tight end, split wideouts on 2nd down and 8. Handoff Walker, starts left now, darts off to the right, gets around Ruben Bain, and Zion McCollum able to dive after him and make a nice tackle in the backfield. Maybe got up to the line of scrimmage, but that was one-on-one football, right. And if Walker got around him, he had a lot of green grass. Zion McCollum locked in.
Yeah, really. You got to remember, these guys haven't tackled lives, the starters, since last season. And McCollum came up and he went for his outside leg on the tackle, which is where you want to be. In case you miss, you turn him back to your help. But he was able to get on that leg and hang on.
Correct myself on one thing. They gave him credit for falling forward for a gain of 2. It's going to be 3rd and 6. Kansas City opening drive in their own 39-yard line. Fields out of the shotgun. No motion receiver from left to right. Zion McCollum following him. Snap to Fields. Drops back 30-yard line. Pressure coming. Throws over the middle. It's caught on the check down. And nice job coming up and making the hit. Off the corner. That was the nickelback. The other rookie out of Miami in Scott, who came up to make a nice hit.
Well, the guy that rushed it was Yaya Diaby. Was able to get around and got a hit on Fields just as he let it go, forcing him to check it down. And had a really nice job by Cyrus Allen, number 13, on the tackle.
Keontae Scott. Yeah, that was Cyrus Allen who had the reception. Keontae Scott there on the tackle. So now to punt it away. Kansas City put a left foot into the football, and coming up, calling for a fair catch. It's Cameron Johnson, who was on special teams duty in that role last year. 39-yard punt, no return, and we'll see Tampa Bay on offense for the first time today. And Baker Mayfield leads the charge out there. So we get a chance to see him in the preseason. We didn't see him in the preseason a year ago, but Dave, he's out there, and you can hear the crew's all fired up.
I love it.
And it's going to be Paul Rubel at the left tackle position with the other starters from left guard to right tackle. Mayfield goes under center, and Bucky Irving in the backfield. Payne Durham motions right to left, now back to the right side of the formation. 3 down lineman for the Chiefs. A handoff. Irving starts left, goes right up the middle, and darts his way to the 26-yard line. A strong run from Bucky Irving, a gain of 6.
Right. This is a zone play to the left, not the outside zone we talked about last week, just normal zone. Bucky Irving has a great feel. He's able to cut back behind Payne Durham, the backside tight end, and stay vertical, and was able to pick up 5.5 yards. It's a good start.
Left hash mark, 25-yard line, 2nd down and 5 for the Buccaneers on their opening drive. Bucky Irving healthy now after shoulder surgery in the offseason. 1-by-2 formation. Mayfield under center, a handoff for Irving. Darts his way to the right side. Lots of green grass before finally he's met with contact at the 30-31-yard line. Irving with a strong gain of 5 or 6. And that'll move the chains for the Buccaneers.
He's pretty fired up. This time it was a zone to the right, and he wound up going right, ran through an arm tackle, and number 20, Williams, is the guy to bring him down, but not without giving up a first down.
Bucs are on the move with Good Greek Moving and Storage, the official movers of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield under center, right hash mark 32-yard line for the red-clad Bucs, driving from right to left toward the pirate ship. There's the snap. Handoff, Irving to the right. Darts his way to the left. Makes a man miss. Now cuts back right side and goes down. A lot of work for a gain of 1, maybe 2. Bucky Irving still looking elusive and healthy here on this opening drive.
Yeah, this one looked like that outside zone we've been talking about. Really nothing going on, but Bucky's so good in space. It's like a little jitterbug. He's able to avoid tackles, make a positive gain. Could have been a loss.
We'll see 2nd down and 8. Bucky out of the game. Kenneth Gainwell, the acquisition from Pittsburgh in the offseason, was a Steelers MVP a year ago. Mayfield under center, taps the side of his helmet. Wideouts are split, 2 tight ends off to the left. Cradles under center, takes a snap, handoff Gainwell, lost his footing on a jump cut and barely gets back to the line of scrimmage before Kansas City's defense able to collapse on him, and a late flag flies well after the play. Opening drive for the Buccaneers after forcing Kansas City 3 and out. Here's our referee, Brad Allen, who I think is now sure of the call. checking one more thing.
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, offense, number 17. After this is to the goal. The down counts. Third down.
Yeah, that's the rookie, Ted Hurst, who gets flagged. It looks like he was kind of locked up there with the other rookie from LSU, the number 6 overall pick, Mansour Delane. And they kind of had hands on each other.
Correction, the enforcement is 15 yards.
And that 15-yard penalty will really compromise this Buccaneer drive, back them up inside the 19-yard line.
Right, when we're talking about playing clean football with your starters in there, you know, taking a personal foul is never going to help your team, and that's usually what kills drives. Now you're looking at 3rd and 27.
Gainwell.
23.
Sidecar left of Baker Mayfield. 1-by-3 formation. They'll motion Sills. Throw it into the flat, caught by Cam Johnson. Motors his way up the right hash across the 25-30 and barely gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Actually doesn't quite. It'll be 4th down and 12, and the Buccaneers are going to have to punt after a gain of 11.
Yeah, that's tough. They went with the quick wide receiver screen. This is one during the season Godwin does better than anybody I've ever seen, where he can get it and get vertical. But there were some good blocks, and able to pick up 12, just obviously not enough to overcome the penalty.
Not a lot of plays for 3rd and 23 as Riley Dixon soars this one through the air. Nico Remigio takes it in at the 16-yard line, brings it between the hashes. The 25-30, hit hard and driven into the turf. Another flag flies from behind the play. Return of about 15 yards for Nico Remigio of Kansas City, but we'll have to see what the infraction is here in this scoreless first quarter.
During the return, holding, receiving team, number 30. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down, Kansas City, timeout.
And I believe that spot might be the 24-yard line, so I think they're going to back them up to the 14, and the Chiefs will be deep in their own territory for their second drive of the ball game. 9:42 to go, first quarter, scoreless between Tampa Bay and Kansas City. Let's take a timeout.
Wait, I came in for 2 things. How is this $47? All right, we're going to need a plan here.
Just start simple with Bank of America Advantage Safe Balance Banking. No overdraft item fees, no monthly maintenance fee if you're under 25. Plus, as a new checking customer, you can earn $100 when you open an account and make qualifying Zelle or debit transactions.
Oh, that's actually really simple.
Safe Balance Banking. One less thing to figure out. Learn more at BofA.com/earn100. Terms and conditions apply. Bank of America and a member FDIC.
You stepped out for your morning jog, except it's not your usual morning jog. You started listening to an epic sci-fi book on Audible. 30 chapters later, you've accidentally run a half marathon. You lost track of how far you've run, somewhere just past the city limits. You can't stop. You have to find out what happens next. Then it's over. The universe seems bigger. You feel different. You feel like you have no idea where you are. Audible. Stories that speak to you.
Hungry for something healthy? Fresh from Florida Seafood is the perfect way to lighten up your plate. Always fresh, always local, and harvested right here in the Sunshine State. You can't beat the flavor. From shrimp to snapper, grouper to clams, Florida Seafood brings sunshine straight to your table. So when you're at the seafood counter or dining at your favorite restaurant, ask for Fresh from Florida Seafood. Fresh, local, healthy. That's Florida's catch. Fresh from Florida. Trust is grown here.
Welcome back to Raymond James Stadium here. Still scoreless in the first quarter between the Chiefs and Bucs. And we saw Cam Johnson getting a look at wide receiver there on that last drive. But really for 2025, he was the Bucs' main returner. And this year, he's looking to take it to the next level. He told us he has a personal goal of getting at least 5 touchdowns in the return game. Those 5 touchdowns would be quite the accomplishment, though, considering the last time someone had at least 5 in a single season was Bears legend Devin Hester, who had 6 back in 2007. With that said, though, Cam, he acknowledged how great it's been working with new special teams coordinator Danny Smith. And when asked about Smith this week, Cam very lovingly said, man, Danny, he is a lunatic. Tony, I'll send it back up to you.
All right, thank you, Rachel. Yeah, dream big, Cam. 5 touchdowns on the return game. That would be something. I think everybody in the crew would take that.
That would be great.
Justin Fields back out there, quarterback for the second Chiefs drive of the game. No Patrick Mahomes today. We did see Baker Mayfield on the first drive for Tampa Bay. 9:42 to go, first quarter was scoreless. Fields out of the shotgun, raises his right leg, takes a snap, rolling out to the right, being chased, grab, throws, and it's caught. He's able to unload up the sideline to Jalen Royals, who gets decked out of bounds for a short gain on the play. I think it's right around the original line of scrimmage, but great pressure off the edge there.
Yeah, Fields just trying to get rid of it. They bought the slot blitz, so that's Tyke Smith, and he's chasing Fields from behind. Fields felt him coming and just shot it out to the flat just to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Second down, 9 to go. They gave him credit for a gain of 1. 2 receivers off to the left, right hash mark at the 15-yard line for Kansas City's offense. Ashawn Robinson, the new acquisition, is on the interior of the defensive line for the Bucs. They'll throw it far side of the field. It's caught by Tyquan Thornton for a short gain of about 5. He's down to the 20-yard line, sets up third down and medium, but again, great pursuit by the Buccaneers.
And Jacob Parrish, nice job in space. It was Jacob Parrish. Nice job in space, making the tackle, not giving the receiver an opportunity to make a move on him.
Third down, 5 to go. We'll see if the Bucs can force a second straight 3 and out with Ruben Bain pinning his ears back. Yaya Diaby on the other edge. Alex Anzalone crouches up right up to the line of scrimmage. We'll see what Todd Bowles does defensively here on this third down. No deep safety. Now Tyke Smith backs up for 3rd and 5. Snap to Fields. Pressure coming. He unloads it. Incomplete on the out route. Missed his man on the right side, and Ruben Bain was breathing down his neck, coming right at the face mask.
Right. And this is all the difference in the world. You look at last year, and you look at this year, that pocket collapsed immediately, and it was only a 5-yard out trying to hit the wide receiver, Allen. But Fields didn't have enough time to even wait on a quick 5-yard out because Bain got there with the rest of the defensive line to meet him.
Bain's move on Khalil Benson, the right tackle on that play, was phenomenal. Get excited for that. Here's a punt for Kansas City, their second of the day. Cam Johnson gets under it at the 29-yard line, tries to dart off to his right, goes backward, 25-yard line, gets all the way to the boundary, and then driven out of bounds at the 29. So a lot of work for a no-yard return. And the Buccaneers will have the ball, their own 29, maybe their own 30-yard line for their second drive of the ball game. 52-yard punt, 2-yard return officially, and we'll take a timeout. Scoreless first quarter, 8:02 on the clock. This is the Buccaneers Radio Network.
For over 50 years, Audibel Hearing Aids has earned a reputation built on integrity and genuine care. With 26 convenient locations, our team provides professional audiometric testing and carefully fits hearing aids to help people hear better every day. Patients consistently tell us how much their lives have improved because we take the time to listen first and focus on real results. When you're ready to hear the difference, choose Audibel Hearing Aids. Trusted hearing care you can count on.
That's you trying to fix the plumbing yourself to save a few bucks. Doing things yourself doesn't always end well. The same goes for insurance. That's why Auto Owners works with local independent agents who tailor coverage to meet your needs and offer discounts for life, home, car, and business insurance. Because sometimes you need a professional to get the job done right. That's simple human sense.
Ask the Odeorn Insurance Agency in Brandon if Auto Owners make sense for you.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
Anna, what says summer to you?
Sunshine, road trips, camping.
And?
Ford being #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands according to J.D. Power.
And?
And low APR offers with Ford credit financing on a select lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs.
My kind of summer.
For APR offer information, visit Ford.com or your local Ford dealer. For J.D. Power 2026 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2026 model year.
Crew, it's time for a treasure hunt. Frito-Lay wants you to follow the treasure map at participating Publix supermarket locations and find amazing box experiences along the way. Pick up your game day essentials and enter for a chance to win a trip to L.A. for Super Bowl 61 or D.C. for the 2027 NFL Draft. Tickets to Monday Night Football in Tampa and much more. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited. Sweepstakes begins 8/20/26 and ends 1/3/27. Multiple entry deadlines apply. Must be 18 or older. Participation subject to eligibility restrictions. Official rules available at txtnwin.com/Tampa Bay.
The Tampa Bay Bucs versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Live from Raymond James Stadium on 98 Rock.
to go. Scoreless first quarter. Buccaneers have the football. They're on 29-yard line. Bucs football is back, and the home opener is a can't-miss celebration with the crew. Be there September 20th. The Bucs taking on the Browns, presented by Publix. Limited tickets remain. Grab yours now. Buccaneers.com/tickets. Nice job rushing Bucky Irving 3 times for 14 yards on that opening drive. It results in no points. We'll see what they can do this time as Kenneth Gainwell starts the drive. Baker Mayfield checks down and throws too low for David Sills on the bootleg out to the right. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10 to go for Tampa Bay.
Yeah, they're trying to run a bootleg, and Sills got caught up trying to get off the line of scrimmage. He's blocking first to protect the quarterback, and Mayfield gets outside, winds up throwing it low back inside.
2nd down, 10 to go. We're still seeing mostly starters out there. Paul Rubelt is the left tackle with the starters on the rest of the offensive line. Mayfield out of the shotgun. Kenny Gainwell on the right hip. They'll fake it to him, throw it to Sills in the flat, makes the first man miss, but then gets shoulder tackled down for a loss of 1 on the play. 3rd down, 11 to go. So they tried to set up the quick screen for Sills, who came over with Zach Robinson from Atlanta. Didn't work out that time.
Yeah, that time there was 2 defenders there, and the other wide receiver was blocking. So that's a tough one if you don't get a good alley to run that thing. And it's what they call a tunnel screen. So regardless of where he catches it, the goal is to get up the numbers because you do have offensive linemen coming out late to help out.
So the Bucs faced 3rd and 23 last drive, 3rd and 11 here, about halfway through the first quarter, and they'll throw it into the flat, and the ball gets knocked away, incomplete. They tried to set up a screen for Ted Hurst, but the ball got deflected down.
And is an incomplete forward pass.
Mason Thomas tried to run up and scoop it and go into the end zone. That ball clearly going forward, incomplete, but he read that play well, Dave, and the Bucs go 3 and out.
Well, I think they're being very conservative with Mayfield. Rubelt is the left tackle, and he's really, 3rd in line because Tristan Wirfs is out, Chuck Room is out, so I think they want to be careful with his blind side.
All right, Dixon on to punt it again. Boy, he skies this thing. Cyrus Allen takes it into the 14-yard line, starts to his left, gets grabbed by Sills, yanked to the ground like a rag doll at that 18-yard line. A short return of about 4 yards, and that was not Sills, that was the long snapper on the play, but there's a flag down all the way back at the Buccaneers 21-yard line, which is the backfield for the start of the play.
That's going to be holding. They're going to make him punt it again.
Yeah, after you get that good of a net punt, you would expect that. And Dave, we saw pretty cleanly played first half in New Jersey against the Jets 8 days ago, and we're seeing a lot of yellow hankies on the field here early in this one.
Well, special teams, now they're really pressing because, the younger guys, even if they're not younger, but veterans, and they're not, a projected starter, they need to contribute and be able to flash on special teams. And by doing so, it gives them that roster spot and an active spot every Sunday if they can contribute other than stand on the sideline waiting for something to happen. It's a long discussion for this one.
It is. 48-yard punt, 4-yard
There is a referee with no hat on, so I'm not sure if it involves something with a guy going out of bounds.
They're going to call a hold against Kansas City.
It sounded looked like it signals from both sides. But
it did, yeah. I missed the one against Tampa Bay, but I think they are going to probably offset.
Sounds like it.
7:01 to go first quarter, scoreless game. Both teams with 2 drives so far. As it's time for a break. This break in the action brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance. Whether you're on or off the field, Auto Owners Insurance and more resources have tailored insurance policies to meet your family needs. That's simple human sense. Scoreless first quarter. Let's take a timeout.
You stepped out for your morning jog, except it's not your usual morning jog. You started listening to an epic sci-fi book on Audible. 30 chapters later, you've accidentally run a half marathon. You lost track of how far you've run, somewhere just past the city limits. You can't stop. You have to find out what happens next. Then it's over. The universe seems bigger. You feel different. You feel like you have no idea where you are. Audible. Stories that speak to you.
From the Panhandle to the Gulf, the Keys to the Atlantic, Florida fishermen harvest some of the nation's best seafood. Sweet Gulf shrimp, flaky grouper, delicious snapper. It's easy to get hooked on fresh Florida seafood. Whether you're dining out or cooking in, Florida's bounty brings the taste of the coast straight to your table. So when you want the freshest seafood, choose quality, choose local. Ask for Fresh from Florida seafood.
You know that feeling when feedback, notes, and data are coming in from every direction? ChatGPT Work can make sense of it all, turning scattered context across the apps you use every day into docs, sheets, slides, and more. With your permission, ChatGPT Work can gather context from apps and files, summarize incoming messages, rebuild decks, and help finalize high-quality documents for your team or clients. Stay in control as you move from a goal to polished work faster with ChatGPT Work. Download the ChatGPT desktop app today and take on your most ambitious work.
Hard-hitting action, unforgettable moments, unmatched energy. Be a part of an experience unlike any other with TNA Wrestling Live. Step inside the steel cage on Sunday, August 23rd at Lockdown in Chicago.
It will be carnage!
See the biggest stars, including Matt and Jeff Hardy, Mike Santana, Elena Black, The System, and more collide on a night you have to see to believe.
This is crazy!
Visit TNAWrestling.com for more information.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Buccaneers Radio Network.
WXTB, Clearwater, Tampa, St. Petersburg. iHeartRadio's 98 Rock. Tampa Bay's rock station. Rock station.
So we thought the Chiefs were backed up inside their 10-yard line, but it turns out they've gone and reconsidered and realized they did not properly assess the penalty against the Bucs the first time around, the unsportsmanlike conduct. So now we're going to replay fourth down and re-kick it from the 27-yard line. Tampa Bay will be punting it away to Kansas City. Scoreless first quarter, 7:01 to go in the first. A little bit confusing there, Dave, but...
Again, they were fouled by both teams. We will re-kick.
Right.
All right.
And that's what you and I were talking off the air. That should have been what happened. You know, and the unsportsmanlike was Keontae Scott ran out of bounds while covering, and you can't do that unless you're blocked out of bounds. That's why the referee took his hat off. Every time somebody exits the field, they throw their hat down.
Dixon on to punt it away again from his own 15-yard line. Brashard Smith to field this one. He gets under it at the 21, starts to his left, inside the 20 as he goes backwards, and the Bucs pursue in special teams beautifully. Nice job by Tampa Bay on a punt that ends up going 50-plus yards with a negative return. Anthony Nelson gunning down to make the tackle.
Yeah, that's a big man. He was the tallest guy on the team until this Rubelt showed up. he's a big man. He's athletic and he runs all day long. He has to cover a punt, and now he has to play defense.
51-yard punt, negative 2-yard return, and we'll see Kansas City go back on offense. They've gone with Justin Fields at quarterback, and he'll stay in for his third drive. The first two were 3-and-outs. Handoff straight up the middle, and this time a new running back into the ballgame in Mari DiMercato, who charges ahead for a strong gain of 6 on the play, 2nd down and 4.
Well, now we have some backups in there on that defensive line. Elijah Roberts, Elijah Simmons, Muhammad, the new acquisition from Detroit, and then Anthony Nelson, who's been a mainstay both on special teams and playing defense.
Yeah, the two Elijahs, Simmons and Roberts on the inside of the defense. This is a nickel alignment for the Bucs D, and now a flag and a procedure
False start. Offense, number 70. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
So that will back up Kansas City. Penalty goes against Khalil Benson, who got beat on that previous drive by Ruben Bain. So tough start to the night for him. 2nd down, and we'll call it 8. Here in the scoreless first quarter, 9 minutes gone by. Great crowd out here at Raymond James Stadium. That lower bowl is really filled in nicely, and there's fans all throughout this stadium. Much different than the field we had in Jersey 8 days ago. They'll throw it, a little hitch route over the middle, caught by the receiver Jared Wiley. He gets shoulder tackled to the ground at about the 26-yard line Brings up 3rd down and 4 after a gain of 4.
Yeah, just the zone defense, and receiver just sits down in the hole, and Rashad Wisdom, number 38, is able to come up and make a solid tackle.
Wisdom had that nice pick against the Jets last week. And, man, they really did not give him a generous spot on this play. It's going to be 3rd down and 4 for Kansas City at their own 26-yard line. Fields out of the shotgun, 2-by-2 formation. The Bucs are going to rush 4. Check it down. It's caught by DiMercato out of the backfield. He stumbles his way forward across the 30 to the 30-40. He's got a first down.
Yeah, that was lucky that he lost his footing. They're just throwing the swing route, and you have 2 receivers there, so they're trying to create a natural pick in that situation, and then Wisdom, again, is the guy to come up and finish him off. But if he didn't fall, that would have been a big gain.
Gain of 8 on the play. First down of the game for the Chiefs. Scoreless first quarter, 4:39 turning first quarter clock, 2-by-2 formation. Fields out of the shotgun. He takes a snap, toss sweep to the right. DiMercato tries to get around the edge, and Aiden Garnes comes up from the corner spot to get around his waist and bring him down to the ground after a gain of 4.
Yeah, really nice job. Now, defensive line did a good job of plugging all the gaps inside. This is a toss sweep to the edge, and Garnes is the guy that needs to come up as the free hitter to force the ball back inside, and he's able to make the tackle.
So 4, maybe 5, 2nd down and 5 on the scoreboard here, as Kansas City's got a little bit of momentum offensively for the first time tonight. 2-by-1 formation. They will motion the receiver Allen from left to right. Again, just a run right up the middle. Looks like DiMercato maybe got 2 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down and short for Kansas City.
And Fordham, one of those young inside linebackers fighting for a spot, is able to scrape and make a tackle on that one.
Yeah, Bull said earlier this week he had a heck of a ball game last week. He said we don't talk about him much, but I thought he played very well against New York.
Well, you're just watching a replay on that. He has a real good understanding where the ball's going. The guard pulled, and he just followed him, took him right to the ball carrier.
Rookie linebacker out of NC State. Trip set off to the left, 3rd down, 3 yards to go. Snap to feet.
The Rams turn that game around, and this is a return of 22 yards after a 56-yard punt. And a missed tackle by Jaden Ott for the Chiefs, trying to get down to cover it. No score, 2:47 to go, first quarter. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
Elite athlete OG Anunoby has been making history on the basketball court.
Anunoby tips it in. Unbelievable. What a shot.
He's been balling out in Skechers high-performance basketball sneakers, and the world is noticed. But how does OG train off the court to keep in peak physical condition? Hands-free Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst. They help prepare OG for the physical demands of playing at a championship level. Get your pair of Aeroburst for only $165 at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever high-performance running shoes are sold.
Sleep Number's new collections are designed to adapt to the changing nature of your life and your sleep needs. Whether it's the personalized comfort of the Comfort Mode mattress, the targeted pressure relief of the Comfort Next mattress, or the Climate Collection that actively cools or warms to help you fall asleep and stay asleep.
And now, all beds are on sale during our biggest sale of the year. Save 25% on the new Comfort Next Luxe, plus free delivery on any mattress. Ends Monday, only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com.
This is George Young. And I'm Angela Munson. On August 25th, we have a chance to elect a great man to the State House. Dr. Herschel Brown is rooted in our community. He graduated from Northwest Classen High School and got his medical degree from OU. Dr. Brown knows how to take the fight to big insurance and stand up for patients.
Friends, vote Dr. Brown August 25th. It's time for a doctor in the house.
Authorized and paid for by the Oklahoma State Medical Association. 313 Northeast 50th, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma 73105-405-601-9571.
Chiefs fans, Tickets for Less has the lowest prices on tickets to all your favorite events. Save big with promo code Chiefs Radio on your next order and never pay service fees at ticketsforless.com.
No score, 2:47 to go in the first quarter. And the Buccaneers, there have been 5 total possessions and 5 total punts. Penalties have hurt both teams. Chiefs had a really good stand the last time, and our Mason Thomas on 3rd down and 10 nearly picked off a wide receiver screen to his side. Now, Baker Mayfield, who did not play in their first preseason. Oh, they're going to put Jake Browning in the game for this series. Browning, the former Cincinnati Bengal backup, has 1st and 10. Single back behind him. Ball will be snapped on the right hash. Now stumbling under center as Anyudike Uzama with pressure, but now Browning gets away and slides to a stop at the right sideline and picks up 7 yards on a scramble. Marcus Harris, who played initially at Kansas, chases him down. Very close to a hold, and Anyudike Uzama was close to getting a sack on Browning. But instead, it's a scramble, and they'll say a gain of 6.
Had a blitz employed on the backside of Browning there, and he was able to escape to the right side and get a positive gain.
Browning started for the Bengals against the Chiefs back on New Year's Eve of 2023, playing for and now a sack! The first sack of the preseason comes from Anyudike Uzama, who came around the left side and buries Jake Browning for a loss back at the 25-yard line. A loss of 8, and I finally get to read this. It's your Big Mac sack, Chiefs fans. Waited all game last week, didn't get to read it. Buy one, get one free Big Mac at McDonald's. Prices and participation may vary. Big sack, Big Mac, big win.
That's a huge play for Felix Anyudike Uzama coming off the edge, showing that speed we've been desperately waiting to see from that young man since he came from K-State. Would have liked to see him try to rip the ball out. That's a work in progress, but they actually had to take Browning off the field. Jake Browning came off the field. The officials saw something they didn't like as he bounced off the turf.
And now in the game is Jalen Daniels, who played 6 years at the University of Kansas and had over 10,000 total yards to throw as Daniels spinning away. Chiefs chasing, and a desperate throw comes to the near side. It'll be complete at the 29-yard line. And a gain of 6 yards on 3rd and 13, but again, pressure came from Felix Anyudike Uzama to force Jalen Daniels out of the pocket. K-State was chasing KU. That actually happened in real life. And then our Mason Thomas, OU, got thrown in there.
Nice to see.
Another punt for the Bucs, and they'll get it away here as the Chiefs looking to get a return without a penalty. Not a good punt this time. The Chiefs vacate the area. It'll be down by the Bucs at the 31. 1:06 to go in the first quarter. A big sack, just a 39-yard punt that time, but a huge sack for -8 yards, maybe knocking Jake Browning out of the game time being by Felix Anyudike Uzama has ignited the Chiefs sideline. And that's where we're going next. Here we go with Josh Klingler.
Yeah, they don't often show like positive plays by the visitor, right, on a big screen. They showed the replay of Felix's big hit. The whole crowd goes, whoa. And I'm surprised the ball didn't get out because that was a heck of a hit by Felix. But even the crowd here in Tampa appreciated that big shot. A little bit on the injury note for the Chiefs. Alohi Gilman was supposed to be the starter tonight at safety. We had noticed that Xavier Wampa got the start at safety tonight in the Chiefs defense. Gilman ruled out with a bad back just before the game started.
And as you say that, the Chiefs will switch things up on the offensive line. Khalil Benson will stay at right tackle. However, Hunter Norzad will now be at right guard. Matt Caliendo moves into center. At the left guard position is a rookie, Pete Nigra. Started at Northern Illinois, ended at LSU. And the left tackle will be Esapole. So, new offensive line, 4 new players, 5 new positions. Justin Fields has 1st and 10 at his own 30. 4th possession for the Chiefs. No score, 1:06 left in the first quarter. And a throw to the near side, caught by Jalen Royals on a comeback pattern. Kind of a dig at the 39-yard line. A gain of 9 yards on first down. And a well-thrown ball by Justin Fields.
A nice route also, just running that curl route that we've been talking about from the route tree. And an excellent job by Justin Fields maneuvering the corner there. He actually had a little shoulder nod to the flat route that opened up that window for the completion.
2nd and 1, Kansas City at their own 39 near hash. No score. Final 30 seconds of the first quarter. Emmett Johnson in the game now at running back. He'll get it off tackle left. And the Nebraska rookie breaking 2 tackles and is across the 45 to the 46. He led the NFL in broken tackles in week 1 of the NFL preseason. He does it again, gains 7, and the Chiefs have 1st and 10 at their own 46.
He looks smaller than he really is. 5'11", 200 pounds, maybe a little bit more than that. but has shown that ability to be able to break those initial tackles, gets the first down.
It'll be the end of the first quarter, but the Chiefs are moving. Gain of 9, gain of 7, the two best plays back-to-back in the first quarter of the second preseason game. Back with the second frame after this on the Kansas City Chiefs Radio Network.
When you're ready for some Kansas City Chiefs football, Hy-Vee is ready for you with party platters, sub sandwiches, burgers and brats, chips, dips, specialty cheeses and gourmet crackers, decorated football cakes, cookies, brownies, and a huge selection of craft beers and beverages. So whether you're planning a party from the back end of an SUV or the backyard of your home, elevate your tailgate at Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee is a proud sponsor of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay, huddle up. This here is the new Kansas Lottery Chiefs scratch ticket. If we win the $75,000, what are we gonna do?
Split it!
If we win the season tickets,
take turns!
Dave, if you win the VIP suite experience,
I'm taking Kyle.
Zach, if you win the flyaway game package,
I'm taking Jim.
Excuse me?
Oh, I mean my wife. You. My wife.
The Kansas City Chiefs scratch ticket, only from the Kansas Lottery. See kslottery.com for details.
I love my phone, but not my carrier. What do I do?
Well, there are 250 reasons to join T-Mobile.
Like what?
You can keep your phone and your number, and T-Mobile helps pay it off, up to $800 per line.
So I wouldn't have to buy a new phone?
Yep. Plus, your plan price stays the same for 5 years on experience plans.
Nice.
Find your reason at T-Mobile.com.
Via virtual prepaid card. Card typically takes 15 days after rebate submission. Price guarantee on talk, text, and 5G data. Exclusions like taxes and fees apply.
Hey, it's Tyler Reddick.
And Bubba Wallace from 2311 Racing.
On the track, every second counts.
And off the track,
no score as we enter play in the second quarter. The Chiefs will start 1st and 10 at their own 46. In two plays that we had the crosshairs on tonight. Team up for 16 yards to start this drive. 9 for Jalen Royals and 7 for Emmett Johnson.
Yeah, good to see that production, some momentum on the side of the Chiefs. Let's see if they can keep this drive going.
Justin Fields, quarterback so far all the way. He'll have a shotgun formation here on first down. They fake a quick toss, bootleg right. Fields on the run, throws, finds Andrew Armstrong, and he's got a first down at the Buck 40-yard line. Armstrong had the biggest play last week of 17 yards. He's got a 14-yarder here. Second biggest play, I should say, to the 27 by Jaden Knott, but he's got a 14-yarder here, Danon, on a bootleg.
That's an excellent throw by Justin Fields as well. Had an easier throw to Jared Wiley, right about 10 yards away from him, but was able to throw a strike down the field for a chunk play.
So the Chiefs now 3 positive plays and moving into Buck territory at the 40-yard line. Again, different offensive line being employed here. Emmett Johnson, they fake to him, coming to the near side on a throwback. Right side wide open at the 25 of the Buccaneers, and a catch made as he gets hit in the back. Jake Brenningstool. A favorite Travis Kelce play. An over route, throwback, and it's a gain of 15 yards, and the Chiefs are moving at the Buccaneer 25.
Excellent, well-drawn-up play. Great execution for Justin Fields. Throws a little bit of short boot to his left. Throws back across the field. The defense wasn't too bad there. Just a nice, accurate throw from Fields.
How can the Chiefs finish this drive? No score. Played a minute and a half into the second quarter, but this is the best drive for either team in the game so far. Under center is Fields. They bring it on a jet sweep right to Cyrus Allen. He'll get a short gain. Jared Wiley missed a block. It would have been more. And a flag thrown at the line of scrimmage.
I'd have a legal procedure or shift with 2 men in motion at the same time. Cyrus Allen and maybe one of the other receivers not getting set.
Illegal formation. Offense number 70 was uncovered on the end of the line. It's a 5-yard penalty and first down.
That's just lining up wrong by the outside, the receiver. And it costs the Chiefs 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15 now at the Buccaneer 30 with no score.
Got to get out of the huddle to your position as quickly as possible. They tried a quick snap there, caught themselves off guard.
Emmett Johnson stays in a sidecar position to the left wide side of the field of Fields. They fake to him, sprint out action, throwback screen, low and incomplete. Fields one-hops it to Emmett Johnson. It looked like it was set up to go for a bit, but Fields maybe rushed the play, and a defender by the Buccaneers was leading that rush.
Yeah, there wasn't a sense of urgency there, Mitch, with Fields and his footwork. Has to flip his hips. Had a defender in his face, so I had to get rid of it a little bit more quickly than he would have liked. But I need to see that work a little bit more quickly from the onset.
That defender pretty good. El-Quadin Muhammad, we have seen him before, 9-year veteran. He's been with 4 different teams. Second down 15 for the Chiefs at the Buccaneer 30. No score, 13-10 to go second quarter. Emmett Johnson, single back. Fields is under center. Short drop, looks left, floats a pass left, caught at the 25, and then a hit immediately made after a gain of 5. Jalen Royals with the catch, but now we've seen twice in this drive receivers catching and taking shots but hanging on to the ball.
Oh, this is just a quick out, a 3-step drop by Justin Fields. You're running a 6-yard out. Has to come back to the line of scrimmage to get to the ball before the defender. Now you're at 3rd down and 10 here.
Cheese stains at bay. And cool it on the dipping sauces. A single dunk is plenty. Double dunking is a dangerous game. The best way to keep clean at a tailgate, however, is to bring your vehicle to Club Car Wash on game day. Leave the messes to the masses in the parking lot and get game day ready with Club Car Wash.
Club Car Wash. Join the club.
2 consecutive 11-play drives for the Chiefs. Good news. 2 field goals, 45 and 58, good news. But the bad news is they had first and goal at the 7 on the first drive and had to settle for a 45-yard field goal. 6-0 Kansas City. Chiefs still looking for the first touchdown of the preseason.
Yeah, definitely some positive takeaways. I love what I'm seeing from Garrett Nussmeier for the second week in a row. See what the defense can do here.
Busy Cameron Johnson will go to a knee, and the Chiefs will kick a touchback here. It'll come out to the 35-yard line. At the end of the first half, we're going to head back to the studio. Joshua Briscoe is burning the wood, man. He's going to bring us the Hy-Vee halftime report. He does a great job with those, by the way. He'll recap everything in this first half. 6-0 Kansas City, but the Bucs will have a chance for a 2-minute drive here with 1:41 to go in the quarter and the half, and they have all 3 timeouts left. So good third down defense opportunity for the Chiefs.
Yeah, this is a true test for this defense. The young defense with Christian Roller-Wallace and Wampa back there at the safety position. Keep the ball in front of them.
Quarterback is Jake Browning. And underneath the Chiefs zone, he will find Cameron Johnson, who makes the catch at the 46 for a gain of 11 and a first down. Up front, Peter Woods, R. Mason Thomas, Felix Anudike-Uzomah, and Tyreek Smith, who also joins the discussion. It's a big drive for those guys, Danon.
Yeah, got to see some heat, some chaos on display from the defensive line. Want to see the presence of Peter Woods get in the backfield.
Bucs got 11 but did not call timeout. They're burning up time here. 1:08 to go in the half. They have all 3 timeouts remaining. Snap to Browning and his belt. Here comes a blitz. Ball is in the air. They're going to rule this a fumble. It is loose, and the Buccaneers jump on it at the 36. Jaden Hicks came through on a blitz. We haven't seen the Chiefs blitz much in this first half or the first part of the preseason, but the Chiefs came on a furious rush as the Bucs will be up on the football quickly. Big rush, a loss of 10 on the play. 2nd and 19 Buccaneers, 6-0 Chiefs, and now is this a timeout call? They stop play.
I think they're going to check to see if that was an incomplete pass, if his arm was coming forward, or if it was truly a fumble there. Still surprised that the Buccaneers allow so much time to get off the clock with 3 timeouts left. They have 3 timeouts left. Could have called one right there.
The ruling on the field of a fumble is under further review.
Yeah, and this is inside of 2 minutes, so this isn't any kind of team challenge. This is a New York look. Well, we already had New York involved tonight, and Brad Allen puts on the headsets over near the Buccaneers sideline. But we're seeing pressure tonight now, as it was Jaden Hicks. Jaden Hicks came on a safety blitz to the right side of Browning to hit the ball before Browning could get the arm forward, thus a fumble, and thus a loss of 10 on the play.
Yeah, huge play well-timed blitz by Jaden Hicks, and we're seeing the replay here, and to me it was clearly a fumble. Unfortunate that we could not get on top of the ball. It looked like there were guys trying to scoop up the ball, which I understand. That's how they're taught. But in the scrum, with all those big bodies there and the nature of where we are in the second quarter, where that ball would have been had we gotten the turnover, another learning opportunity for them to go after the ball and get control of it.
6-0 Kansas City. 30 seconds left first half. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football. Remember 2 years ago, Jaden Hicks was a fourth-round pick out of Washington State.
After the play, the ruling on the field stands. It's a fumble with recovery by
3 interceptions as a rookie. We saw the aggression that we've talked about and wanting to see. And last year was just, we were kind of befuddled with the whole year. But this year in camp and so far in the preseason, Jaden Hicks is showing what he showed us his rookie year.
I really, really like Jaden Hicks. I like his size and his aggression on the field. He's one of those forces that can play close to the line of scrimmage like Justin Reed had done in the past. That'll be huge for our defense.
Browning steps up into the pocket. He can scramble 40, 45-yard line, and then he runs into Kennedy, who stops him at the 45, but he'll scramble for 8 as the middle opened up.
Charge timeout.
And the Bucs will call timeout. They still have 2 left. 18 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The Chiefs leading 6-0.
Chiefs defense just employing 4-man rush there. Open up that window where he's able to slide through, trying not to give up the big play down the field. But again, with 2 timeouts left, 18 seconds, the Buccaneers, unless they are able to throw the ball up for a jump ball, might be trying to get themselves into field goal position to have something offensively on the positive side happen before halftime.
In 23, when Joe Burrow was lost for the season, Browning was the Cincinnati quarterback. He had 17 games over his career with Cincinnati, including that 2023 loss to the Chiefs on New Year's Eve. Now Browning with the Buccaneers has 3rd and 11 at his own 45. Chiefs lead by 6. Browning comes to the near flat. It's caught by the tight end at the 49 of the Chiefs. A gain of 6, but they needed 11, and he was tackled inbounds by Christian Fulton. Timeout called by the Bucs. That's their second. They have 1 left, but 8 seconds remaining in the half with the Chiefs leading 6-0.
Well, that's a huge play. Christian Fulton being able to make the tackle on the field of play, forcing them to use that second timeout. If he's running out of bounds, Mitch, then they have an opportunity to run another offensive play with two timeouts still remaining. They want to have the ability to run a play, have a timeout, so that they can run the kicker on the field in case another tackle is made on the field of play. So that's crucial. If I have that hustle right there, forcing them to use that second timeout is big.
Only scoring 2 Harrison Butker field goals, 45 and 58. 6-0 Kansas City, but the Buccaneers at 8 seconds to go second quarter, and the Bucs get the ball to start the third quarter because the Chiefs won the toss and took the ball. Now the Bucs go 3 by 1, 3 to the left side, far side of the field, to the left shoulder of Browning. They got a single receiver to the near side. Browning stays in the pocket to throw, and Udike Uzomah chases, and that pressure leads to an incompletion and a great play on a middle throw. Christian Roland Wallace wrapped around the receiver and played it perfectly, knocking it down with his offhand. Incomplete.
Excellent job. They had a twist stunt up front, and Felix and Udike Uzomah gets to the quarterback, forces that tight throw. That could have been an interception from Christian Roland Wallace there, but the deflection forces 4th down. And actually, it was a 4th down play there. And now we're going to rotate Harrison Butker on the field for a huge kick here.
All right, what do we got here? This is going to be a 69-yard field goal. How about a 69-yard field goal try with 3 seconds to go in the second quarter? Trying to beat that kid from Jacksonville. The kick is up, and the kick is going to be a lot of distance. He got it! A 69-yard field goal by Harrison Butker! Longest field goal in Chiefs history, pre-regular, post. The guy that has Super Bowl kicking records, the longest field goal in Super Bowl history, just kicked a 69-yard field goal. The Chiefs lead 9-0. And that offseason did give a bionic leg to Harrison Butker. Now 7 of 7 in the preseason. Joshua Briscoe standing by with a Hy-Vee halftime show. Next on the Kansas City Chiefs Radio Network.
Night with Mike Wickett.
Welcome to the Chiefs halftime show, presented by Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
And Canada carrying this program. Also, shout out if you're listening to us on Sirius XM, channel 375, the Westwood One Sports app, free to download. Might as well get it. Tell your smart speaker, hey Alexa, play Westwood One Sports. So, if you are a fan of social media, if you're on Twitter, and especially if you're a sports fan, you know all about the account at Old Takes Exposed. Freezing cold takes where they highlight some terrible sports opinions, especially when you have to eat a lot of crow.
Once again, Joshua Briscoe.
Several years ago, Fred was on a show of mine.
We're back here in Kansas City, and I think Harrison Butker might have just kicked that field goal from the lobby. What was that? Chiefs 9, Bucks nothing. It's been all special teams for the scores again for the Chiefs, but a 69-yarder from Harrison Butker. Let's go back out to Tampa right now and talk about it a little bit with Dana Hughes. Dana, that was an absolute boot. I know we'd like to see some more highlights from the offense there, but if Butker wants to keep hitting them from nearly 70, I guess I'll take it.
Is Bino
Yeah, we'll definitely take it. How about the infusion of energy that happens at the end of the half?
30 years ago,
in the history of the NFL, 68 yards by Cam Little was the kick, the record. It doesn't count in the preseason, but man, the excitement here, even from the Bucs fans at watching that is huge. But I'll go back to the defensive stop before that, Joshua. The positivity that's happening, Christian Roland Wallace with the deflection, defense stepping up, Felix Anudike-Uzomah being a guy that we've been waiting for plays to be made from. He shows up as well, so it's huge right now. I love what we're seeing from the defense and obviously special teams.
Give me something real quick, Dana, from the offensive side of the ball, something you like, something you didn't love in the first half.
All the reviews I'm seeing,
what I liked was the defense. I liked the physicality, the speed off the edge from Mason Thomas.
I didn't feel like it was
Anudike-Uzomah. You make
that was going to become big. I just started on a whim because
but I don't like us still settling for field goals. Yes, points on the board are huge, but I want to see us get into the end zone. Another positive, Garrett Nussmeier. I mean, what he's doing on the field, to me, is un-rookie-like. He is showing a great amount of poise on the field and making some plays out of nothing where receivers are not getting open. Jalen Royals, wide receiver, 7 for 7 so far in this preseason game in targets and catches. What we've been desperate to see from him in his second year in this offense is huge.
Dana and I appreciate it. You go get ready for the call on the second half. That's Dana Hughes with us live from Tampa. I couldn't agree more with a few of the names that he dropped there, and I'll go ahead and say we're not going to have a lot of stat lines from edge rushers that look this way as our stat of the first half, but it'll be the case here for Felix Anudike-Uzomah. 2 tackles, both solos, the sack, a tackle for loss, the quarterback hit, really also something that doesn't show up in the stat sheet. Just an explosive, fast off the ball first half from FAU and our Mason Thomas, like Danon said. That stat line from FAU is our first half stat, powered by Yingling Flight, just 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. Yingling Flight, the next generation of light beer. We'll take a timeout and come back. You'll hear one of those highlights from the first half, and we'll continue to talk about some of the standouts and some things to watch in the second half of preseason game number 2 as the Chiefs lead 9-0 over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You're listening to the Chiefs Radio Network.
Danon Hughes here. I've seen a lot of stat lines in my playing days, but these numbers, they caught my attention. Flight by Yingling, 2.6 carbs, 95 calories, and all the crisp, refreshing flavor you want in a light beer. It's brewed by the oldest brewery in America, so you know it's got some serious history behind it. If you're into stats and taste, you're going to love this beer. Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer and the official beer of Danon Hughes. DG Yingling & Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
I love my phone, but not my carrier. What do I do?
Well, there are 250 reasons to join T-Mobile.
Like what?
You can keep your phone and your number, and T-Mobile helps pay it off, up to $800 per line.
So I wouldn't have to buy a new phone?
Yep. Plus, your plan price stays the same for 5 years on experience plans.
Nice.
Find your reason at T-Mobile.com.
Via virtual prepaid card. Card typically takes 15 days after rebate submission. Price guarantee on talk, text, and 5G data. Exclusions like taxes and fees apply.
Federal employees keep our country going, and GEHA is proud to keep them going with health plans exclusively for them. We were started by postal employees in 1937, and today we offer all federal employees a network of 1.7 million providers and a health plan for every stage of life. That's why we've been trusted by millions of federal employees and retirees across the country since 1937. GEHA. Find your federal health plan at GEHA.com.
Right through 4 quarters and chase a state championship. High school football is back on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 and streaming live on PPBC TV. This season, we're bringing you some of the biggest matchups from across the state. Putnam City, Booker T. Washington, PC North, PC West, Millwood, Heritage Hall, Marlow, Southeast, Douglas, Class and SAS, John Marshall, Community Christian, plus Lawton Ike, Midwest City, and more. The band is ready. The cheerleaders are ready. The stands will be packed. And when those lights come on, it'll be time for Friday Night Football. Catch the action under the bright lights all season long on OKC Sports Radio 105.3 and streaming live on PPBC TV. High school football coverage is sponsored by Oklahoma City Community College and SSM Health. We are OKC Sports Radio 105.3, powered by Super Prep.
Oklahoma City. Tune in live every Thursday at 6 p.m. to Super Prep Radio with me, Miles Perry, on OKC Sports Radio 105.3. To hear the inside scoop on local high school and college sports across the state and the first-person perspective from your local coaches and athletes. Tune in live every Thursday at 6 p.m. to hear Super Prep Radio on OKC Sports Radio 105.3. Super Prep Radio is also streamed on our app at PPBC TV. That is PPBC TV. I'm out. Peace.
Now, back to the Chiefs halftime show, presented by Hy-Vee. Once again, here's Joshua Briscoe.
Running started for the Bengals against the Chiefs back on New Year's Eve of 2023, playing for and now a sack! The first sack of the preseason comes from Anyudike Uzomah, who came around the left side and buries Jake Browning for a loss back at the 25-yard line.
That was a bone-crushing hit from Felix Anyudike Uzomah, and that is our RE/MAX review brought to you by RE/MAX, your residential real estate leader for 50 years in the kingdom. It's going to be a big year for FAU, no matter how you slice it, but especially with Ashton Gelati currently sidelined with his foot injury. Even more opportunity for FAU as the season comes around. Gelati could be out there in week 1. Even if he is, FAU is going to have a lot to accomplish this season, and man, he has looked explosive, and he has played violent football in this first half tonight. Awesome to see that from the K-State product. A few other things that are interesting from the first half we'll circle back to, but one thing to note on the injury side, our halftime injury report is brought to you by St. Luke's. From routine appointments to life-saving treatments, St. Luke's delivers exceptional care in every moment, all for Kansas City. Find a provider and explore care at stlukeskc.org. Here's the strangeness of the injury today. Safety Alohi Gilman was ruled out with a back injury just as the game began. That gave undrafted rookie Xavier Nwankpa a chance to start at safety. We'll keep an ear out, though, for Andy Reid's update on Gilman after the game, and we'll bring you that in the post-game show. Also at safety, a guy who really stood out as perhaps the star of the first preseason game, at least for the Chiefs defense. Jaden Hicks has continued to be what you want from a top level first or second string player playing deeper into these preseason games. Look like the best player on the field, and I think Jaden Hicks has done that many times throughout these 2 preseason games. Good to see number 6 overall pick Mansour Delane out there early in the game. He got the start today. The offensive line, we knew it would be a little bit piecemeal. We knew it was going to not include Josh Simmons at left tackle. or Trey Smith at right guard. So Jalen Moore, Kingsley Suamataia, Creed Humphrey, Mike Caliendo, and Khalil Benson get the starts there from left to right. There was a lot of pressure for Justin Fields really off of both edges pretty far into Fields' time out there on the field. And eventually Garrett Nussmeier comes in, looks comfortable, but you've got these Chiefs quarterbacks operating a little bit under duress today as the Bucs played a lot of their stars and starters. It gave the Chiefs offensive line a real test. That's what the preseason is for. You hope it looks a little bit smoother when you get the starters out there and when it's Patrick Mahomes' time in week 1. But worth noting and keeping an eye on is especially a player like Khalil Benson, who we've talked about so much this offseason, just begins to get a feel for what the NFL is going to look like for him. Still an incredible story as a UDFA getting into the rotation. Good to see Benson get lots of snaps tonight. And then again, I'll circle 1, 2, 3 more times. Both Felix Anudike-Uzomah and R. Mason Thomas. He had the near play of the first half, at least until Felix's sack there took the top line. R. Mason Thomas was just an inch or two away from a potential pick 6. Really great instincts, great reaction time to get in the way of the passing lane on that screen pass and nearly put the Bucs in a really terrible position. Great to see that from both of those explosive young Chiefs defensive ends. And I know Felix has been around for a long time, but he is still a very young player. He was an extremely young draft prospect and obviously missed all of last season. Stitching together any of these steps for the 2026 season will be enormous, as obviously George Karlaftis is one of your starters at defensive end. You hope Ashton Gelati comes back healthy as soon as possible, but you always need more pass rushers, and the Chiefs have looked like they've had those here today. We'll take a timeout because the second half kicks off next, right here on the Chiefs Radio Network.
The Chiefs go the distance to be the best. From extra reps in training to giving it all on every play. Going the distance means putting in the maximum effort. Choose a healthcare team that goes the distance for you. People turn to the University of Kansas Health System for compassionate care, first-in-the-world treatments, and breakthrough discoveries. The University of Kansas Health System is proud to be the official healthcare provider of the Chiefs. Learn more at kansashealthsystem.com/Chiefs.
Everybody's selling you something on game day. Omaha Steaks does it different. Beef sourced right here in America, hand cut for consistency, aged 35 days for real tenderness. Real sourcing, real craft, real simple. Omaha Steaks is a proud partner of the Kansas City Chiefs. Head to omahasteaks.com, code Chiefs for $30 off. That's $30 off orders of $149 or more. While supplies last, restrictions apply. See site for details. Real protein, real savings. omahasteaks.com, code Chiefs.
Once again, Mitch Holtis.
9-0 Kansas City on a 69-yard field goal by Harrison Butker. Now, our Arkansas fans in the Chiefs Kingdom will quickly remind us that Cam Little has the longest field goal in NFL history in the regular season at 68. The former Hog also had a 70-yarder in the preseason, so Butts right in between those two Cam Little field goals. A second-half kickoff by Harrison Butker and the Chiefs, brought to you by the University of Kansas Health System, the official healthcare provider of the Chiefs. Get the best care in the kingdom from a healthcare team that goes the distance for you. Learn more at kansashealthsystem.com/Chiefs. And now some missed tackles on kickoff coverage, and 2 flags are thrown as the kick was in the landing zone and actually mishandled by the returner, Sean Tucker. But he picked it up, got a couple blocks, couple missed tackles, but it looks like the Buccaneers may be called for a penalty here to start the third quarter.
Return, illegal block in the back, number 82, the receiving team. 10-yard penalty from the spot
Tight end
of the
Devin
foul.
Culp.
It's first down, Tampa Bay.
Let's go to Josh Klingler. Had to be some buzz after that 69-yard Harrison Butker field goal.
Yeah, how about all the players that ran on the field as if it was a game winner? Andy Reid at halftime, though, discussed kind of the spurts that this offense had and said that he'd like to see them finish out drives, obviously having to settle for field goals and going kind of minus territory, but was pleased with the way the offense played in spurts again. Would just like to finish off some of those drives and trade those in for touchdowns.
And we're seeing some defensive plays, though. Felix Anudike-Uzomah, a sack, a hurry. Jaden Hicks with a fourth down play, or a blitz. Christian Roland Wallace with a fourth down pass knockdown. And now the Bucs will start the first drive of the second half at their own 11-yard line. Jake Browning stays in at quarterback. Penetration by the Chiefs, but the handoff goes off tackle. And Tyreek Smith will get the tackle after a gain of 4 yards. Make it 3.5, basically, at the 14.5-yard line. Just underway, 9-0. Kansas City just underway third quarter.
Yeah, good to see not only that production that you mentioned from Felix and Udike Uzama and our Mason Thomas, but the way that they're doing it is what we're looking for this defense. Speed off the edge, getting it done.
2nd and 6.5 for the Bucs at their own 14. Play action fake. Browning under pressure. They got a screen set up. Left side 15. Cooper McDonald wraps up the tight end of the Buccaneers, but it's a first down and a gain of 7 as the Chiefs were trying to get after Jake Browning. We're going to hear from Cooper McDonald here in a second. Let's go to Coop because this is a big deal because Cooper's in a race to win the Sam linebacker position, and he's trying to get ready. We'll get to him in a second, but Cooper McDonald's a big story right now on this drive.
Yeah, it's huge. With the vacated position by Leo Chanel, that outside linebacker position is open. We've seen Jack Cochran, Jeffrey Bossa, but I think Cooper McDonald is the guy that can be that playmaker.
Pass over the middle, sliding catch made at the near side numbers, going middle to numbers left. Browning was under pressure. There was pressure from V.J. Anthony, the rookie out of Duke, but he got it to Cameron Johnson for a gain of 23 yards and a Buccaneer first down at the Kansas City 43.
Can't give the quarterback this much time in the pocket. Really had all the time in the world just over the outstretched arm of Cooper McDonald there for the big game.
McDonald center stage on this drive. Play action fake. Moving right is Browning off the boot. And the pass deflected. Marcus Harris got his hand on it. Again, I mentioned he started at Kansas, transferred to Auburn. But the deflected pass, something that was even missing a year ago, but a nice job there by a lineman dropping back.
Great awareness there. If you're not able to get to the quarterback, get into the throwing lanes, he's able to affect that pass and knock it down.
12:58 to go third quarter. Chiefs lead 9-0, including the last three, a 69-yard field goal by Harrison Butker to end the half. Browning's in the shotgun, 2nd and 10 at his own 43. Chiefs bring some pressure. Underneath route is caught at the 48-yard line, and Xavier whomps a hit after a 5-yard pickup as Rivers made the catch. Also, Melvin Smith was there tackling for Kansas City. He's big because he could be a special teams contributor.
Good to see these guys seizing on the slant route, which was our Achilles heel last year. Want to see the safeties be effective in that part of the passing game.
3rd and 5 Buccaneers at their own 48. Kansas City defensively has forced 0 for 5 for the Bucs on 3rd down. Browning in the pocket trying to buy some time. Has his feet moving and he's yanked to the ground. A sack, and it comes from Amari McNeil, the rookie out of Colorado. Great coverage on the back end. What about coverage and pressure working together?
Coverage sack. You're able to affect the quarterback without a blitz. Force him to step up in the pocket. This is not a horse collar because he grabbed him from the front, was able to use that arm strength to bring down Jake Browning and force the 4th down punt.
On 3rd and 5, a loss of 5. And Riley Dixon will punt as Jacob DeJesus is back to take the punt. Was outstanding in his time in college. Wants a left side return, but he is wrapped up and hit hard by 3 different Buccaneers. So well covered by the Bucs. 49-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Chiefs will have the ball, leading 9-0 at 11:34 to go in the third quarter. Let's take the break. This third quarter brought to you by GEHA.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm." Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown. Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Federal employees keep our country going, and GEHA is proud to keep them going with health plans exclusively for them. We were started by postal employees in 1937, and today we offer all federal employees a network of 1.7 million providers and a health plan for every stage of life. That's why we've been trusted by millions of federal employees and retirees across the country since 1937. GEHA. Find your federal health plan at GEHA.com.
Listen up, Chiefs Kingdom. It's football season. That means it's tailgating season. No one does it better than the experts at Hy-Vee. Elevate your tailgate. At Hy-Vee, you can find the perfect fit, from meats to veggies to snacks, at any of our 20 metro locations. From the best burgers, brats, and wings to Chiefs apparel, Hy-Vee's the perfect teammate for your tailgate, at home or in the parking lot. Let us enhance your game experience in delicious fashion. Hy-Vee, the official grocery and convenience store sponsor of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Chiefs Kingdom. When you need tickets this season, buy local with Tickets for Less. Tickets for Less is a proud partner of the Chiefs Radio Network and your local source for Chiefs tickets, the all-inclusive VIP tailgate, and so much more. With some of the lowest ticket prices on Chiefs tickets, there's never been a better time to get to Arrowhead. Shop ticketsforless.com or the free Tickets for Less app and use promo code Chiefs Radio to save even more. That's code Chiefs Radio at ticketsforless.com.
9-0 Kansas City, 11:34 to go in the third quarter, with the Chiefs backed up. Third bad field position start to a drive at the 12, at the 11, at the 14. And now a new offensive line, at least 3 positions. Right tackle is Ethan Driscoll. C.J. Hansen is the right guard. Hunter Norzed moves to center. The left guard is Pete Nigra and Esapole at left tackle. So 3 offensive linemen will start the third quarter that ended the second, but playing different positions. And the Chiefs have a Amari DiMercato first down run of 1 yard to the 13. So this offensive line now, you're looking to how many going to keep, but who's going to step forward with this group with a 9-0 lead here early in the third quarter?
Well, the Chiefs do such a great job of trying to show the versatility of the offensive linemen, moving them around. You'll see Hunter Norzed be the center guard, Pete Nigra move around, Ethan Driscoll as well, because you need to see who can be that extra offensive lineman when you're putting together the 53-man.
Nussmeier, quick throw to the outside, and it is going to be incomplete. Andrew Armstrong almost had the position to grab the ball and pull it away and get up the field. Instead, it's a pass broken up by Aiden Garnes, and the Chiefs will have 3rd and 9, backed up at their own 13, leading by 9.
Yeah, they rolled the dice there. The defensive back trying to get to and intercept that pass, Aiden Garnes. If Armstrong secures that, he might run down the sideline for a huge gain. Missed opportunity.
3rd and 9, Garrett Nussmeier at quarterback. Chiefs are 3 of 8 on 3rd down. Nussmeier leading 2 field goal drives in the first half. In the shotgun, stays in the pocket, whips a pass near side. It's almost intercepted. Intended for Jake Brenningstool, and jumping the route and knocking it down. It's a 3 and out as Demarion Williams makes his second defensive play of the game, and the Chiefs have to punt from deep in their own territory, leading 9-0.
They're just trying to make a back shoulder throw down the seam there. Great job by the linebacker to create that deflection.
First 3 drives, 3 punts. Next 3 field goals, including a 69-yarder by Harrison Butker. Now Ariza needs to boom one and does not. End-over-end punt needs a bounce. Instead, it's a Buccaneers bounce as McAllister chases, but the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to get outstanding field position in Chiefs territory to start a drive. At 10:41 to go in the third quarter, and let's take a break. 9-0 Kansas City. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
Bank. We understand the pivotal role financial support plays in transforming your business vision into reality. As your trusted community bank, we're committed to providing tailored business loan solutions to fuel your growth. Our team of financial experts stands ready to assist you with unwavering dedication. Visit us at 1541 Northeast 23rd Street or call 405-424-4341 to explore how we can best serve your financial needs. First Security Bank, your partner in progress, member FDIC.
Empower. Pete's back on the links with all new golf clubs and hopefully less swearing.
Dang, sliced it.
He worked with Empower to help him get good at money so he can be a little bad.
Heads up!
Oof. Talent sold separately.
Guy said these were slice proof.
At least he has money for lessons. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Check engine or ABS light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Nine 0 Kansas City. But the Buccaneers, after a 36-yard Matariza punt, will have 1st and 10 at the Kansas City 49-yard line. It's some new defensive players in for the Chiefs. But in for the Buccaneers now, only 2 quarterbacks in University of Kansas history had over 10,000 all-purpose yards. One was Todd Reesing, who led him to an Orange Bowl victory back, I believe, in 2007. The other is Jalen Daniels. 6 years in KU's program, 49 games. And he'll be in at quarterback now. He played 1 snap in the first half because Browning got hurt, and he was forced into an incompletion. But now the former KU star will have 1st and 10 to start the third quarter at the 49 of Kansas City. Daniels will be in the shotgun. He's got a running back to his right to the far side of the field. They fake a handoff. Daniels can throw and run. He's got a man open right sideline and throws a dart complete for a first down to Dean Patterson, the 4th, down to the Kansas City 24-yard line. And they're going to say incomplete. He did not get 2 feet in bounds. So that's a Peterson. Ooh, they're going to look at this. It looks like he had a toe drag. But will the Buccaneers challenge this? It looks like really close, but it looks like that second toe may have been dragged inbounds.
Yeah, so the only camera angle we have that we're privy to is from the backside, so we can't really tell if that second foot was a toe drag inbounds, but they are going to overturn it without the use of the review.
Yep, that's New York again, and new rule this year that they can kind of jump in without a team force challenge. And so a 25-yard throw right out of the gate to start the third quarter for Jalen Daniels and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the Bucs have 1st and 10 at the Kansas City 25-yard line. Running back is Sean Tucker in his 4th year at Syracuse. Same formation for the Bucs, 3 wide, tight end to the right side. And Daniels will keep it on a run after a RPO fake, and he'll get down to the Kansas City 15-yard line, a gain of 10. 35 yards in 2 plays for the Buccaneers. 9-0 Kansas City, but now the Bucs with their deepest penetration of the game.
Yeah, this is just an RPO kind of action in the backfield. The quarterback keeps it, using that speed to get around the corner. Just could not spy him quick enough to make a play before getting the first down.
Emmanuel Ogbah back on the field for Kansas City in his 11th year. He was part of the 2019 season, but he got hurt and could not play in the Super Bowl. Now bootleg play, and wide open on the right sideline is Patterson, and he gets depleted with a big hit by Deshaun Singleton on the far side.
That's a huge hit by Singleton. He's able to recover, gets caught inside just a bit, but using that speed and then the physicality to plant the receiver into the turf.
Gain of 5 on the boot. 2nd and 5 Buccaneers, and Jalen Daniels at the 10-yard line of Kansas City. 9-0 Chiefs, including a 69-yard field goal by Harrison Butker. Under center, Daniels, as they go with the tight triangle of eligible receivers just outside the left tackle. Daniels now fumbles the center to quarterback exchange, but picks it up and moves forward, and he's close to a first down. A gain of a couple yards, but that could have been a turnover for the Chiefs. Deshaun Singleton got there, but it was a bad snap to Jalen Daniels. It'll be 3rd down and short for the Buccaneers The ball is at the Kansas City 7-yard line. Chiefs lead 9-0. 8:39 to go, third quarter.
We just cannot be in the right place at the right time defensively. Just continuing to miss opportunities on turnovers for this defense.
It's 3rd down and 2 for the Bucs. Daniels will throw to the near side. It's caught at the 5. An immediate hit, but he's short of a first down or close. Melvin Smith Jr. tackling, or Deshaun Singleton there on Kieft. And they mark it just shy. 4th down. Where we at here? No, 1st down and goal to go for the Bucs. Just barely. Kieft's a big dude at 265 out of Sioux Center, Iowa. Hometown of Vern Den Herder. In fact, the Bucs have 2 guys from Sioux Center, Iowa on their team. There's only 8,000 people in the town. It's up there where the Dutch live, man. They're tough. 1st down and goal to go for the Buccaneers at the Chief 5-yard line. Daniels is under center. They'll try an inside handoff. The Chiefs get penetration, but a push forward by the Bucs. And they'll get to the 2-yard line, a gain of 3 yards on 1st and goal at the 5.
Cam Arnold, one of the linebackers in for our defense, had a chance in the backfield to wrap up around the ankles. Not sure he would have stopped the momentum there, but getting good pressure in the backfield.
Chiefs lead 9-0, but the Bucs have 2nd and goal to go at the 2-yard line. So Nebraska Cornhuskers on the field now, including the center, Ben Scott. Daniels will be under center. Again, a threat to run and throw. It's a bootleg play to the right side. Daniels holds it, zings it for the end zone. It's going to be caught for a touchdown. Buccaneers. Kieft with the catch on a well-executed bootleg play left to right, and the Buccaneers have the game's first touchdown at 6:50 to go in the 3rd quarter. Now it's a 9-6 Chiefs lead.
Solid tight coverage on the bootleg. Good strong throw. Again, that's second base throw and only a place where the receiver can catch it, but tight coverage nonetheless.
And a good, tough catch by Kieft, who's a big physical target at 6'5", 265. And now the PAT will be tried by B.T. Potter, not Chase McLaughlin. Potter's in camp. They have 2 kickers in camp and 2 long snappers. Kind of an oddity in this day and age in the NFL, but the PAT is good by B.T. Potter out of Clemson. 9-7 Kansas City. The Bucs get a touchdown, led by former KU star Jalen Daniels. And 6:50 to go, 3rd quarter. This is the Kansas City Chiefs Radio Network.
To your city.
You got up early. You hit all the green lights. You got a raise at work. You were mistaken for a big-time Hollywood celebrity. Sometimes things just get better, like the new Progressive Fast Play games from the Kansas Lottery. The jackpots grow every time someone plays, so when you play, you can make a good day great. And with Fast Play, you still know you've won in an instant. I swear I've seen you in the movies, too. I mean, if I could see you. Fast Play. See kslottery.com for details.
Chiefs Kingdom, game day is more than football. It's a tradition. And for over 175 years, Morton's Salt has been part of America's flavor story. From backyard grills to game day tailgates, we bring the taste that makes every bite worth cheering for. A shake of Morton's Salt turns good food into game day perfection. Generations of taste, generations of winning. Morton's Salt, still pouring, still trusted since 1848.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford Crew.
Anna, what says summer to you?
Sunshine, road trips, camping.
And?
Ford being #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands according to J.D. Power.
And?
And low APR offers with Ford credit financing on a select lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs.
My kind of summer.
For APR offer information, visit Ford.com or your local Ford dealer. For J.D. Power 2026 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2026 model year.
How to keep clean at a tailgate with Club Car Wash. Tip number 1, stand up and lean over your plate while eating to keep those gnarly nacho cheese stains at bay. And cool it on the dipping sauces. A single dunk is plenty. Double dunking is a dangerous game. The best way to keep clean at a tailgate, however, is to bring your vehicle to Club Car Wash on game day. Leave the messes to the masses in the parking lot and get game day ready with Club Car Wash.
Club Car Wash. Join the club.
Chiefs football is brought to you by Tickets for Less. Enter the Tickets for Less Chiefs VIP contest for your chance to win Chiefs tickets, signed Chiefs merchandise, a stadium tour, and a $100 gift card. Register now at ticketsforless.com/contests.
When Jalen Daniels was at Kansas, he accounted for 90 touchdowns, passing and rushing. He just accounted for the game's only touchdown here, a drive of 49 yards and 7 plays, but the Chiefs still lead 9-7. As the Chiefs getting ready to return this, taking the kick at the 5-yard line. This is Jaden Ott, rookie out of Oklahoma, who was good last week and had a 27-yard pass reception. Ott will get up to the 25-yard line on the kick return. 6:44 to go, third quarter. The Chiefs lead by 2 on 3 field goals by Harrison Butker, including a 69-yarder to end the second quarter. But now the offense, this time with more field position of roughly 14 more yards, needs to answer the Tampa Bay touchdown.
Yeah, the offense, this is a great opportunity, Mitch. We need to see an established drive, get some momentum back on our side, and let's put the first touchdown on the board for the Chiefs this preseason.
Garrett Nussmeier still in at quarterback. He's under center. They fake it, a bootleg to the right side. Little sidearm sling, catch is made, and a hard hit made, but Cyrus Allen with the catch. A gain of 2 yards on a fake to Emmett Johnson. So let's go back to when I walked through those 9 rookies of significance. A lot of them are on the field right now, including 3 were involved in that play.
You have an opportunity. We talked about it during the pregame show, Josh and I. Anytime you get a chance to put the helmet on, get on the field, whether you get the ball or not, you have an opportunity to shine. And if not for this team, remember, Mitch, there's 31 other teams that'll be looking for players as well.
Chiefs want to draw play here. And they push it up the middle, a gain of 4 yards with a flag in the Tampa Bay secondary. Emmett Johnson with the carry, pending the flag. Might be on the Bucs.
Holding, defense, number 92, 5-yard penalty, automatic.
Elijah Simmons called for the penalty, and a Chiefs get a break with a defensive holding call.
Correction, the number of the fouling player was 93.
Jason Jones. It's an automatic first down. Defensive holding, whether it's on a DB or a defensive lineman, is 5 yards automatic first down. The Chiefs will take it and move the chains. And they'll have now 1st and 10 with Garrett Nussmeier at his own 36-yard line. 9-7 Kansas City, 5:49 to go, third quarter. Emmett Johnson, the lone setback. Nussmeier fakes to him. Nussmeier stepping up in the pocket. Sidearm sling over the middle. Caught in Bucs territory, and it's caught down there by Jalen Royals. Again, a tough, tight window catch by Royals. A gain of 17, his 6th of the night. And another guy we've talked about, and the Chiefs are moving on a nice play by Nussmeier and by Jalen Royals.
Yeah, excellent job and decision and accurate throw by Garrett Nussmeier. And then the contested catch, tight window throw, contested catch by Jalen Royals. Very impressive.
1st and 10, Chiefs at the Buc 47. First down play, they're going to go off guard to Emmett Johnson. He crosses the Buc 45, powers for 3 to the Buc 44 at the near side numbers. DeMonte Capehart, drafty this year for the Buccaneers, there on the tackle. 4:53 to go, third quarter, 9-7 Kansas City.
I mean, Nussmeier's maneuverability and awareness, the game just looks so slow. Even Mark Donovan talked about it, how impressive he is. Coach's son showcasing skills 2 weeks in a row.
His dad's offensive coordinator, the Saints. Chiefs will be in the shotgun, 2nd and 7 at the Buc 44. Quick pass near side, in and out of the hands of Jake Brenningstool, who was trying to scrape outside to the near boundary against the linebacker, Nick Jackson. Not a bad throw, a little high from Nussmeier, but not handled by Brenningstool.
Touches your hands, it should be caught. Here we go. Plain and simple.
Now 3rd and 7 Kansas City at the Buc 44. Chiefs lead 9-7. 4:30 to go, third quarter. DeMarcado is in as the third down back. He is now shaded to the short side of the field, outside the right hash. Nussmeier sees a blitz to his left. The Bucs are bringing the house. Nussmeier floats one up on the far side of the field, incomplete, and there's going to be flags thrown. It's going to be defensive pass interference. It'll be on Roman Roman Perotti back, was covering, and a read by Nussmeier against the blitz to go to the far boundary.
Defense, number 37.
And the Chiefs are in the Kansas Lottery red zone, specifically at the 15. And so play the exclusive Kansas Lottery Chiefs Kingdom scratch ticket for a chance to win up to $75,000. Roman Perotti out of Ohio on the DPI, and the Chiefs have 1st and 10 at the Buck 15-yard line.
Yeah, this is a great play, great awareness by Garrett Nussmeier to throw it up in the face of the blitz, knowing he's going to take a hit. Throw it up to your big 6'4" receiver. Try to make a play.
Chiefs lead 9-7, driving now. 1st and 10 at the Buck 15. Nussmeier in the pocket, time to throw. Zings one near side. It's caught at the 10, and a gain of 8 yards as he threads a throw into Jake Brenningstool. The arm angle, he's changed it 3 times on this drive.
I think we're looking at a shortstop here, not just the quarterback, but his ability to find the open receivers and find a way to get them the ball. If he has to change his arm angle, buy time in the pocket, he's doing it all.
Bobby Witt Jr. Garrett Nussmeier at quarterback. 2nd down and 2 for the Chiefs at the Buck 7. Chiefs lead 9-7, 3:50 to go, 3rd quarter. Nussmeier under center, motion with Armstrong behind him. They hand it off, and Johnson trying to run hard, breaks to the right side. He's got a 1st down and goal to go at the Buccaneer 3. And that time, shifty feet on a play design middle, enough shift to the right to get the Chiefs a 1st down.
Yeah, nice job on the block by Trey Watson, the backup tight end out of Texas A&M. Just a nice seal block coming to the front side, and then the vision on display again by Emmett Johnson.
Chiefs in the first half had 1st and goal on the 7 and had to settle for a field goal. They lead 9-7. They have 1st and goal here at the 3. Nussmeier in the shotgun, high snap. They flip it on it, end around. It goes to Cyrus Allen. He's near a touchdown, but he's just inside the 1. It looked like McCole Hardman trying to turn the corner on a flip pass and flip forward to Cyrus Allen. The Chiefs have 2nd down and goal to go inside the 1 at 2:50 to go, 3rd quarter.
Yeah, Yasir Holmes, a linebacker, a defensive end, I should say, makes a touchdown-saving tackle. They will not show the play on review until this play is over because he might have crossed into the end zone.
2nd down, goal to go at the 1. Chiefs leading 9-7, looking for a first preseason touchdown. Brenningstool, tip-tap motion. Emmett Johnson powers into the line. Touchdown! Kansas City, the first of the preseason. This time, no penalty flags. And Emmett Johnson tastes the sweet nectar of the end zone, and the Chiefs answer a touchdown with a touchdown.
Trying 2 consecutive plays where you're trying to get your rookies in the end zone. Successful on the 2nd play, the interior lineman getting the job done. Give them some love. The big uglies up front opening up a huge crease for Emmett Johnson to score.
On pregame, I ran down 9 rookies, 7 draftees, and 2 free agents, and you gave your quick reaction to all 9. Several of those that we mentioned were involved in that touchdown drive, and Emmett Johnson caps it off. And now Butker will add the PAT, and impressively, the Chiefs give up a touchdown. Not impressively, but they come back impressively to answer with a touchdown. The drive, 9 plays, 75 yards, 4:24 off the clock, and Emmett Johnson on a 1-yard run.
That's huge. Great to see. I mentioned it at the beginning of this drive, punch, counter punch mindset, but it was a perfect opportunity for Garrett Nussmeier to lead this team.
Offense number 12, 10-yard penalty, we will retry.
The PAT is going to be pulled back 10 more yards for Butker, but he hit a 69-yard field goal. He could get a 40-yard penalty here and be okay, I think. But it was on Jared Wiley. You don't want to see that either. The wing protector gets called for the hold.
I definitely don't want to see that. Harrison Butker getting a lot of extra work this preseason so far. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Well, his leg looks as strong as it did back in 2017. That 6 weeks off might have helped him as much as anybody. This will be a 43-yard PAT attempt from Harrison Butker. 15-7 Kansas City. Ariza waits for the go signal from Butt. Winchester will snap it. Hold pulled down, and Butt's going to pull this one to the right. And they're off the upright on the right side. So the holding penalty, and what this does from a game situation at 2:26 to go, 3rd quarter, it keeps it a 1-possession game. So the hold on Wiley ends up hurting the Chiefs. Instead of up 9, they're up 8 with 2:26 to go third quarter. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Chiefs football.
Did you know Skechers makes high-performance footwear for almost every sport you play? Here's what our athletes are saying.
Hi, I'm pro basketball player OG Anunoby. I dominate in Skechers basketball. Skechers delivers championship-level performance.
I'm WNBA star Jackie Young. Skechers keeps me quick, comfortable, and ready for anything.
And you can get high-performance Skechers and hands-free slip-ins technology. Just step in and perform.
I'm pro golfer Matt Fitzpatrick. I play in hands-free Skechers golf slip-ins.
Find yours at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or whatever high-performance sports shoes are sold.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Hey, it's Tyler Reddick from 2311 Racing. Most slot games are a solo lap. Slot Masters on Chumba Casino puts you on the grid with 2 other players. Battle it out over a 2-minute run. Everyone's spinning at once, points stacking up, and the leaderboard updating before the clock hits 0. Are you ready to race? With over 200 casino-style games and new ones dropping every week, there's always something new to line up for. Join the fun at ChumbaCasino.com. Let's Chumba.
Sponsored by VGW Group. No purchase necessary. See terms at ChumbaCasino.com. Must be over 21 and present in the state where it's legal to play.
(15-7) Kansas City. 2:26 to go in the third quarter. Chiefs fans, save time on tailgate prep when you shop online from your Kansas City Hy-Vee. Schedule delivery or pickup from one of the 20 Hy-Vee locations across the Kansas City Metro. For service that's faster than a Chiefs touchdown, run, or pass, check out Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Good news, 9 plays, 75-yard drive. That was aided by a 3rd and 7 defensive pass interference of long yardage. But Garrett Nussmeier, Emmett Johnson, Cyrus Allen, we saw those guys lead a touchdown drive of 75 yards.
So impressive to me. Yes, you would have liked to have the PAT added on at the end, but for those guys to orchestrate that kind of drive, obviously led by Garrett Nussmeier, exactly what was needed.
Ball in the landing zone at the 5. Left side return, and actually well played. On the near side, Kader Kohu, the former DB of the Miami Dolphins, was able to defeat the blocker and then get underneath to still get to the returner at the 27. He saved 5 or 7 yards.
It kind of set up that block, made him think that he was going to cross his face, and then pushed him aside using his hands and then making the tackle as well. What we need from special team.
He was the leading tackler for Miami in that -28 wind chill game. He was the one guy from Miami that came to play. 1st and 10, Buccaneers. And Jalen Daniels, the former KU star, now fumbles from under center, but it gains the ball back. And with time to throw, fires it in the right flat, and it's incomplete. Off the right hand of the intended receiver is check down running back Sean Tucker, but Kevin Knowles was over there sniffing around for an interception. Incomplete. 2nd and 10, Bucs at their own 27. 15-7 Chiefs, 2:15 in the third.
Good to see Kevin Knowles back on the field. Hadn't seen very much of him. Good competition, solid competition at that cornerback position. Showed up pretty well last year in his opportunities.
2nd and 10 for the Buccaneers at their own 27. They keep Tucker in as a running back. Otherwise, they go 2 by 2 and balance the formation. Ball will be snapped near hash. And Daniels looks to throw. Now he'll run. Across the 30, gets his left shoulder lowered. He's close to a first down. Gains 9 yards plus, but just shy at his own 36.5. Cooper McDonald was there to tackle him, but a penalty flag thrown.
Defense number 19. 5-yard penalty from the end of the play. Automatic. First down.
That is on DeArco Perkins McAllister, the rookie out of Louisiana Monroe, and a first down automatically made by the Buccaneers at 2:09 to go third quarter.
A lot of time given to Jalen Daniels there, especially with his ability to run. You got to be able to get some pressure in his face.
Ben Scott of Nebraska is the center. He'll snap it to KU. Here they come on an end around. And it's a quick play across the 45 of the near side numbers to the 47. and it comes to Eric Rivers Jr. And I think we've got Patrick Mahomes on the sideline down with our Josh Klingler.
All right, well, you went through all the pregame again today. What does that mean to you to kind of continue to do that and get those next steps in for yourself?
For me, it's just kind of like a little bit of a tease. You know, you want to go out there and play, and going through the warm-ups, you kind of get those juices flowing again. But I'm doing everything you can except for playing the games, and hopefully I'll be able to do that here soon. So I'm excited just to be out here and be with my guys.
To not have missed anything during training camp. I know you worked really hard to get to that point, but are you kind of amazed yourself you were able to go the entire distance?
I wouldn't say amazed. You know, that's always been the plan. It's just to be out there for training camp and go through a regular training camp. And so I have to listen to my body, I have to listen to the doctors, but we've been able to push myself to put me in the position that I am now and not missing any reps. And so now it's about putting myself ready to play in that week 1 game.
All right, I saw you probably about a week ago. You were asked what the difference was in this offense, and you kind of lit up and you said, K9.
Yeah.
What is he going to mean to this offense?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you got the run game, and I think him as well as EB and kind of coaching it up, the run game is going to be explosive. But I think more than anything, it's being able to catch the ball, being the leader he is in the locker room, kind of leading that whole entire room as a running back room. I think he's just like he's a good person to have on your team because he can hurt you in so many different ways, as well as being a great guy in the locker room.
All right, in your eyes, what has this offense done maybe differently this offseason, or what have you seen that you're looking forward to seeing in action here soon in the regular season?
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's new plays, there's new things that we adjust here and there, but I think more than anything, it's just been a locked-in mentality of how we're going to execute the details, how we're going to be better, the little mistakes that we've made these last few years, kind of getting those out the door. And we've made a couple of them here in this preseason game, but at the end of the day, we're going to continue to push to be better and better and hopefully play our brand of football when the season comes.
How have you been able to balance your rehab with also adding new things, being a better quarterback, all those things that have to go at the same time while you're rehabbing?
Yeah, I mean, you get kind of new things every time you're in the league, and I think this rehab just kind of really focused me in on the little things, and so I've done that, and now I'm prepared to go out there and just play my best football.
All right, keep healing. We'll see you on opening day.
Yeah, appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, that's Patrick Mahomes. Guys, back to you.
And a second drive where Jalen Daniels is leading Tampa Bay down the field. Chiefs lead 15-7, but the Bucs have moved to the Kansas City 35. And that's going to be the last play of the fourth quarter. So great to hear from Patrick Mahomes, and a great strategy. He's warmed up twice as if he's going to play. He just hasn't played. I love that approach by the Chiefs. All right, 15-7 Chiefs. 2nd and 5 at the Buccaneer 36, and he gets it to near the 31. Really close here for a Chiefs first down. It'll be 3rd down, Danon, and 1 yard to go. 16-15 Tampa Bay, 6:49 to go in the game.
And you wonder if this is 4-down territory here. We've seen the leg of Harrison Butker, but you want to keep extending this drive, take more time off the clock.
Nussmeier's under center. He's got DeJesus in the backfield. They're going to give it off on the sausage 3rd down and 1 play. And they give it off to lining up as a fullback on that trap play in the middle, a gain of 2, and it looks like a Chiefs first down. We saw Kareem Hunt do it. It was made famous by the sausage, Anthony Sherman. But the Chiefs had a back and a receiver in an offset position to get the first down.
And whatever it takes, it's been a staple of our short yardage goal line. That play, inside handoff to what would be normally a fullback, gets the first down.
So Garrett Nussmeier back in for the injured Chris Oladokun. Rashard Smith's been impressive on this drive. He's going to get a right side handoff. Veers to the right. The Tampa Bay Bucs shut it down, but it's a short gain. Give him 3 yards, maybe 4, as the Chiefs drive forward. And Oladokun's going to come back into the game as Nussmeier leaves and takes his helmet off. Don't see that often. Come right out of the concussion tent and go back and play quarterback. So go get him, Chris.
Good to see that everything's okay with Oladokun. See if we can cap this drive off with a touchdown.
16-15 Bucs. Chiefs had a touchdown earlier in Emmett Johnson's 1-yard run. In the first half, a 69-yard field goal by Harrison Butker, the highlight. Oladokun is under center. Rashard Smith, single back. They're going to give it to him. Smith trying to veer to the right side, using the speed, stops, hit, flag thrown. It's going to be a hold here, and I think it's going to be on Jared Wiley on the outside.
Yeah, this is unfortunate because this is the same example we saw in week 1 of the preseason where trying to make a play, understand this, listeners, trying to make the play as a running back, like, this is not the days.
Offense number 12, 10-yard penalty. Still second down.
These are not the days of Barry Sanders where you're able to zigzag and go everywhere. You expose your offensive linemen when you go back against the grain or you bounce to get outside. Yes, you're trying to make a play, trying to make something out of nothing, but there's a higher tendency for holding penalties when you go back around the opposite end of the field because the offensive linemen don't know that you're there and they're keeping their hands inside, thinking that they have a nice seal block.
2nd and 17 for the Chiefs at the Buccaneer 37. 16-15 Tampa Bay, 4:52 to go in the game. Oladokin going to throw on a right side throw to De Jesus, and he is engulfed immediately. Gain of 2 as he was in motion left to right and then leaked out of the backfield. It actually gets a pretty good spot here. Gain of 4 to the 33. 4:30 to go in the game. Let's see if the Chiefs can overcome the holding call. 3rd and 13 here, Danon, at the Buck 33.
Yeah, I expect there to be here, Mitch. Maybe a little conservative play. Try to run the clock down and run Harrison Butker down on the field for the go-ahead field goal opportunity.
Oladokin. Running still in motion to a left slot. Oladokin, they got a screen right to Brashard Smith. Gets one block from Nigra. At the 25, now he fumbles the ball. The ball is out at the right sideline. And a chase for the ball. It goes out of bounds. And the Chiefs avert disaster. They had a screen set up to the right. It looked like the former Nebraska Cornhusker John Bullock, again out of Omaha Creighton Prep High School, had a shot at it. But instead, the Chiefs keep the ball and have a chance to take the lead on a field goal at 3:47 to go in the game. 16-15 Buccaneers. This will be a 43-yard attempt. This is the same position. He missed the PAT, though, going the other way. But again, Butker this way at a 69-yard field goal at the end of the second quarter. Butker looking for an 8th field goal of the preseason. The kick is up. He's going to push it no good, wide right. Butker, who had been just incredible in the preseason. A 59, a 58, a 69. And how much did the missed PAT now maybe get in the head? It's like you're 5 under at hole 17. You hit it out of bounds on 17. You hit it out of bounds on 18.
Yeah, unfortunate circumstance there. Well, just fortunate, I guess, just to be able to have the field goal attempt with the fumble by Brashard Smith, but he pushes this.
1st and 10 Buccaneers at the 30.
Tough break.
So the field goal missed. And the Bucs keep a 16-15 lead at 3:23 to go in the game. And they're going to run it on the left side. And the Chiefs hold it to a short gain. Chiefs have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. A missed 43-yard field goal.
Kansas City.
Chiefs call timeout
30 seconds.
after the Bucs get a short gain of 2 yards outside the left tackle. What do you got?
Chiefs Kingdom. This year's Red Thursday run is Thursday, September 10th. This virtual 5K is open to everyone, so join the challenge to get the commemorative flag benefiting Ronald McDonald House, Kansas City. Visit Chiefs.com/Red Thursday/run to sign up today.
16-15 Buccaneers. Chiefs led 9-0 at one point, 15-7 at another point. But then the Buccaneers, 3 straight scoring drives, touchdown, field goal, touchdown, went for 2 and did not make it. But they have a 1-point lead with 2nd down and 8. The Buccaneers ball at their own 35-yard line. Chiefs 2 timeouts in the 2-minute warning. Jalen Daniels calls an audible. Nebraska will snap at the Kansas here on this snap. They're going to run it to the near side, and Cooper McDonald will chase down the running back, but he will gain yardage to the 39 and gain 4 yards, which will leave the Bucs at 3rd down and 4.
Kansas City, their second. It will be 30 seconds.
And the Chiefs had the right defense employed. Just a cutback lane open. A nice job chasing down from behind Cooper McDonald. Otherwise, that would have been a 1st down, clearly.
Barika Capino is the rookie running back. They just signed him this week. And now the Bucs with 3rd down and 4 at their own 39-yard line, leading the Chiefs 16-15 at 3:13 to go in the game.
3rd and 4. 39.
Daniels will be in the shotgun. It's running back to the left. Ball will be snapped in the center of the field. 2-by-2 the formation. Chiefs showing middle blitz, including Cam Jones, who's back on this team as a linebacker. Daniels, here comes the blitz. Daniels on the quick slant, and it's going to be incomplete, but a flag thrown on the play. It's going to be defensive pass interference on Kansas City on Kyer Elam.
Defense number 24.
The former first-round draft pick of the Buffalo Bills
First down.
is going to be called for the penalty. Elam back in 22, coming out of Florida, drafted in the first round by Buffalo, trying to get his career going. It's an automatic first down for the Bucs at 3:08 to go in the game, and Tampa Bay leading by 1.
Elam just tried to go to the front side. Normally you see defensive backs play to the back hip on slant routes, tries to go to the front side, dislodges the ball, but had his hands there too early.
Daniels under center. Back behind him on the near hash. Brings a man in motion behind him. Chiefs with 8 in the box. Hand off and trying to get to the outside and cross the 50 to the 49-yard line. The runner, Capino again, as a gain of 5 on first down.
Kansas City,
And
third and final.
Reminder, stay tuned for the
30
postgame
seconds.
report with Joshua Briscoe, brought to you by Yingling Flight. Delmar Vetter made the tackle. Chiefs are down to 1 timeout on the 2-minute warning.
Didn't need the
Chiefs
defense.
use their last one right here.
Just need the defense to step up. While looking back at my keys coming into this game, talked about looking to make plays, not just tackles. This is a prime example of an opportunity. Second guy in to the ball carrier, look to rip the ball out.
2nd and 5 Buccaneers. Ball at the Kansas City 49. 16-15 Tampa Bay. 3:04 to go in the game. Chiefs out of timeouts. Weak side run. And it's going to be a gain of just a couple this time. Good pursuit on the backside. V.J. Anthony, the rookie out of Duke, whose aunt actually won the Chiefs Fan of the Year, made a nice play coming down the line of scrimmage.
Huge play here.
3rd and 3 at the Kansas City 47. 16-15 Tampa Bay. Still 35 seconds to the 2-minute warning. And 10 seconds now on the Tampa Bay play clock as they break the huddle. Daniels will be in the shotgun. Again, balances the formation. He's got a tight wing. Now he's going to send in motion to overload the right. He looks that way, being hounded, but he gets free. Moving to his right, his eyes upfield, throws it late, got a man wide open. Great play by Jalen Daniels to find his receiver, Cameron Johnson, and a first down at the Kansas City 35-yard line. And that will take it to the 2-minute warning. And the Chiefs out of timeouts. Tampa Bay can run out the clock.
This is the 2-minute warning.
Excellent play by Jalen Daniels for vision up the field and having an excellent second half for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The 2-minute warning is powered by Ford. Compare your vehicle at your Midwest Ford dealers. Online at buyfordnow.com. Visit them today.
Federal employees keep our country going, and GEHA is proud to keep them going with health plans exclusively for them. We were started by postal employees in 1937, and today we offer all federal employees a network of 1.7 million providers and a health plan for every stage of life. That's why we've been trusted by millions of federal employees and retirees across the country since 1937. GEHA. Find your federal health plan at GEHA.com.
Kansas City, it's the most wonderful time of the year, football season. Hy-Vee's ready to get you game day ready because no one does tailgating better than the experts at Hy-Vee. Make game day easy and please the crowd with a Kingdom Meat Bundle for just $30. The Kingdom Meat Bundle includes 4 burgers, 4 pork chops, 4 bratwursts, and 4 chicken breasts for just $30. Plus, score a 10-cent fuel saver with each Kingdom Bundle purchase. This game day, make your tailgate a victory with a little help from Hy-Vee, the official grocery sponsor of the Kansas City Chiefs.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
Anna, what says summer to you?
Sunshine, road trips, camping.
And?
Ford being #1 in new vehicle quality among mainstream brands according to J.D. Power.
And?
And And low APR offers with Ford credit financing on a select lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs.
My kind of summer.
For APR offer information, visit Ford.com or your local Ford dealer. For J.D. Power 2026 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. Awards based on 2026 model year.
How to keep clean at a tailgate with Club Car Wash. Tip number 1, stand up and lean over your plate while eating to keep those gnarly nacho cheese stains at bay. And cool it on the dipping sauces. A single dunk is plenty. Double dunking is a dangerous game. The best way to keep clean at a tailgate, however, is to bring your vehicle to Club Car Wash on game day. Leave the messes to the masses in the parking lot and get game day ready with Club Car Wash.
Club Car Wash. Join the club.
Mitch Holtis back, along with Dana Hughes. 2 minutes to go in the game. Tampa Bay with a 16-15 lead. Jalen Daniels, who spent 6 years at the University of Kansas, again, only one of 2 quarterbacks or 2 players in KU history with over 10,000 all-purpose yards. Todd Reesing the other. Done a good job tonight. He's going to get Tampa Bay a victory, but again, we've seen this now for 3 straight preseasons. The Chiefs were in great position to win this game.
Yep.
Some miscues. The holding penalty on Wiley, driving for what would have been a game-winning field goal, or game go-ahead field goal, was a gigantic penalty.
Yeah, it was huge. Missed opportunities again. Still not creating turnovers on defense. We got the 1 touchdown offensively, but having to settle for the leg of Harrison Butker way too much in this preseason.
Missed a 43-yard field goal that would have given the Chiefs the lead. But earlier had a 69-yard field goal to end the second quarter.
Would have, and also missed a PAT after a penalty.
Hold on Wiley that backed up 10 yards, and it made it a 43-yard. Interestingly, the same distance of the missed field goal that could have given the Chiefs an 18-16 lead. Bucs are running out the clock. Chiefs are out of timeouts, and the Bucs go to a knee for a second time. Tampa Bay, as I started out the broadcast, same position the Chiefs last year, 1-7 in November and December. Not used to it. Todd Bowles has done a good job with this franchise. They had been controlling the NFC South for the most part. That opened the door for Carolina to take their place. Same thing with the Chiefs, going 1-7 in November and December, allowing Denver to seize the division title. But both teams are kind of in the same position here a little bit. Daniels goes to a knee, and that's going to end it. Buccaneers will beat the Chiefs 16-15. And the Chiefs lose an 8th straight preseason game, dating back to the end of 2023. Camp switches this week. Chiefs broke camp in St. Joseph on Thursday. Training camp will continue, but at the practice facility at One Arrowhead Drive this week. And then next Friday night, a final preseason game against the Seattle Seahawks, the defending world champions. That'll be at Arrowhead Stadium. The Yingling Flight postgame show with Joshua Briscoe begins following this on the Kansas City Chiefs Radio Network.
Dana Hughes here. I've seen a lot of stat lines in my playing days, but these numbers, they caught my attention. Flight by Yingling, 2.6 carbs, 95 calories, and all the crisp, refreshing flavor you want in a light beer. It's brewed by the oldest brewery in America, so you know it's got some serious history behind it. If you're into stats and taste, you're going to love this beer. Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer and the official beer of Dana Hughes. DG Yingling & Son, Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
Chiefs Kingdom, game day is more than football. It's a tradition. And for over 175 years, Morton's Salt has been part of America's flavor story. From backyard grills to game day tailgates, we bring the taste that makes every bite worth cheering for. A shake of Morton's Salt turns good food into game day perfection. Generations of taste. Generations of winning. Morton's Salt. Still pouring, still trusted since 1848.
In real estate, there's a number for everything. Square footage, down payment, interest rates. But how do you measure the trust you have in your agent? For a RE/MAX agent, it's not about numbers on a contract. It's knowing that RE/MAX agents have been voted the most trusted in real estate. That means you'll get honest advice, expert guidance, and someone who's committed to your success. Because while numbers count, trust is what truly matters. RE/MAX voted most trusted real estate agency brand by American shoppers based on the 2024 BrainSpark American Trust Study. Each office independently owned and operated.
A roof is more than just a cover. It's the shield that protects what matters most. That's why TAMCO is honored to partner with the Chiefs to honor the courage, dedication, and bravery of our United States military service members.